Okay. I already gave the introduction to the game, so that's that. You guys find yourselves in the Death Tyrant Cave. Vlad, after 3 or some months, the very first time you get your hands on a dice, you roll in that one. So I'm gonna say that Vlad, make a Constitution saving throw.
Blah, blah, blah. Luckily, actually, con stars are better than my fucking.
That's true.
How's that even possible?
Yes.
Vlad, as you all begin climbing up towards the mouth of the cave on the surface, suddenly it's like a whiff of a bad smell slaps you on the face. You almost double over and lose your lunge, but you manage to keep it in.
Ooh.
The rest
What
of the party,
fuck is that smell?
or at least Renee at the very least, kind of has a similar reaction. She pauses and scrunches her nose and stays back. Oh, God. So foul. Weiss, you don't really smell anything.
Are we really thinking about going in this place?
No, we're thinking about leaving.
We're paying you to get us around whatever you're sniffing.
Cool, yeah, that's right.
You better be worth the 50 grand.
For some reason, I have like a, all of a sudden, a 3-month memory gap.
What? We've only been in this cave for like an hour.
Yeah, strange. Okay, this way. And,
Ages.
A little boulder drops on your forehead and hurts a little bit, but
well, I'm still hopping through the shadows as I move. I don't walk like regular people.
it's fine. As you're hopping around, you just brush shoulders with the wall, and a little boulder clunks you on the head.
I pull myself together, grab the kid, and start making my way out.
All right.
Still pretty fucked up from soloing that Death Tyrant.
Oh yeah, what are you looking at right now? Are you guys still at the same health as last time?
Yeah. I think I
yeah.
had... I must have drank a potion or something, 'cause I'm sitting at 73, but I know I was much lower than that in the fight.
No, we didn't do a short rest because I still have all my.
No, I think I ended up taking a potion right before I killed him.
Because I'm at 88.
All right. As you. You hear drums off in the distance to the north. Drums and war horns. It's fairly distant, you can tell a couple of miles. But there's many of them, beating in unison. And ever so slightly you can hear the noise getting closer and closer to your position. This now has Siam in a panic, whereas Renee was disconcerted before. Siam grabbed his sword and was, that's some kind of host. We shouldn't be here.
Some kind of what?
A host, like a warband.
Oh. Well, we better get inside the walls of the city then. You need to hurry it up.
Weiss, make a perception check. Vlad, go ahead and do one too.
Perception. Oh, that's just a straight D20. 18, not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
18 as well.
Oh, okay, cool. As you guys exit out the mouth of the cave, a lone figure about half a mile up on top of some hills looks down at you. As you squint, you can see it's the lithe, skinny, slightly tall and misshapen form of a foe you saw a couple of months back, the Beastmaster.
Oh, damn it.
He stares at you, and as you exit the cave, he kind of tilts his head, and then he sees you look at him, and he gives you a brief wave before stepping up and hopping back off the cliff out of view.
Quick question, remind me, because it has been so long. Vlad never encountered the Beastmaster, did he?
No, that was Hjalmar.
No, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. You seem concerned. Is that guy bad news?
Yeah. Renee, how
Huh.
fast do you think you can get back to the city on your own with the kid?
Well, probably faster than you. It's, you're not gonna fight him like you are now, are you?
I don't plan on it, but, well, if I got to, we'll keep him busy for you.
Quick question: how far away is the host? Or, is he sitting up on the hill?
He's sitting off to probably your east, up on top of a snowy hill. The drums and whatnot are off to your direct north.
How far away though?
A couple miles, maybe more.
Yeah, alright. I was gonna see if I could help us out, give us a quick assist by casting good old spell of darkness on him.
Yeah, that's only like a 20-foot radius, though.
Yeah, but still, it would kind of like keep him in a little spot for a moment while we
We
battle.
should just start moving, Renee. You wouldn't mind scouting out our path in front of us while we move, would you?
She nods to you. She unsheathes her bow and begins ready to move.
I'll kind of hang in the back just in case.
Let's go ahead and make a +6 roll for Renee for survival.
It's +6.
Yeah, it should be.
That one.
There it is. Yikes.
Boy, oh boy,
Sheet. But
that's how tonight is going. Well,
Well, you enter into a patch of forest heading back towards the city. You follow behind Renee's footsteps and you can hear her guiding you along. However, Weiss, after about 20 minutes of walking through the woods, Renee's calls stop coming to you. I want all of you to make survival checks.
survival is a 1.
+0. Nat 20.
Nice.
Alright.
I got an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Vice's
Alright.
back hurts from carrying.
Yeah, Weiss. The voices stop coming to you. However, with grim determination, you press on in the direction you know is the right way, and eventually you find yourself back out of the woods, with the city off in the distance. However, your party didn't seem to fare so well, as Renee and Vlad have seemed to have split up. Siam comes out a minute later from the bush, about 100 feet down from where you were, shaking his head and looking around. Hey, where is everyone?
Damn it, I don't know. I shoved the boy towards Siam. Get him to the city. I'll find the others.
Make it quick. He's hunting for us.
Vlad found a cozy shadow to dip into, and that's where
Well, I'll
he's
do what I can.
Alright, Vlad, make a perception check.
Not 1.
Alright, man.
First session back. Be ready to make a new character.
Yeah.
Something interesting's happening.
Oh, I'm not making another new character. Vlad kicks the bucket.
You made it
Yelmar's
all
gonna
of
kill
half
the rest
an
of the
adventure.
party. Yeah, Yelmar's gonna kill the rest of the party, and you're making new character.
Good luck.
The ending comes quicker. Alright.
That's the easier solution to this situation.
Campaign over. Vlad, you find yourself in a small clearing with 2 cliffs on either side of you.
How the fuck did I wind up here? Next
You're-
moment.
You're muttering and you're talking to yourself, and you're wandering aimlessly through the woods.
I swear they fucking left me here. Now I'll fucking find them and set all their socks on fire.
Suddenly, you hear a branch snap behind you, and as you whirl around, you see the Beastmaster himself. He's a tall, skinny almost unnaturally languid figure who he's got this kind of grim smile on, like a very mean-spirited joke's always on his lips. He looks at you and he says, "Oh well, hello there. Are you lost?"
No, I'm feeling fine. You can continue. No need to stop here. Don't mind me. Is there any shadows around?
I mean it's the middle of the day. There's you're in the woods, so there's like light shadows around.
Okay. Well,
As you say that, you hear more cracking trees and debris behind him, and suddenly you see a beast come up. It's like a giant, think like a tank from Left 4 Dead, except this one seems to have metal plates lining up and down its entire body. And behind it, you can see the trees and all that move to indicate more.
yeah, I don't like this situation at all. I'm gonna burn a sorcery point on the spot to pop my special darkness. Do I have any? I do have sorcery points.
What does that do?
Hold on. Let me pull up the.
To cast a darkness, you can see through it.
Yeah, it's one that I can see through, but they can't. In fact, I don't think it really gives me anything special past that.
Alright.
Hold on, let me pull up the damn summers. Uh, ba, 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 ba.
It should just be a
Yeah,
spell
when you-
slot or something like
Yeah,
that.
when you no, it is, but I get this as a cantrip. When you reach 3rd level in this class, you learn Darkness spell, which doesn't count against your number of sorcery spells known. In addition, you can cast it by spending 2 sorcery points or by expending a spell slot. If you cast it with the sorcery points, you can see through the darkness created by the spell.
Alright.
So, yeah, I'm going to cast it like directly on myself.
Right,
and,
so you immediately begin spreading the little area that you're in with
Yeah,
darkness.
it literally like stretches from my shadow.
You hear the Beastmaster cackle and he says, "Oh, that's fine. I was going to give you a head start anyway. Get moving, little rabbit. You don't have much time left."
I don't need you to give me what I already have. And then, because I can see through it, I am going to spend a 4th level spell slot and create a wall of fire. Like, so it's going to be right on the entrance of the bubble. Like, so maybe his beasts can't see it, but like right as they step into my darkness, they're going to be stepping into a wall of fire.
Okay. You cast darkness and then you lay that down. What else are you doing?
You said I'm at a cliff, right?
No,
like as
you're kind of like in the middle of the woods, you know? You're lost in the
Oh,
woods.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run in the opposite direction of that. So pretty much I'm using it as like a obscuring smoke screen to run away.
Alright, make a
Because I'm not gonna fight these motherfuckers to.
Make a stealth roll with advantage.
Alright.
Alright. Vlad, as you see the steel-clad one begin arcing its back and begin charging towards the edge of the cliff, getting ready to jump into your shit and pound you. You drop a cloud of darkness and then light the edge of it on fire. As soon as you do, you duck back and jumping into the trees, you begin forging your way out. From behind, you can hear footsteps. However, they pause momentarily, and you use the time to just sprint as fast as you can away from the scene.
Yeah, and whenever I can see a shadow, I'm going to use the advantage of it, as in, how I do.
Alright, Weiss and Vlad, go ahead and make another survival check, both of you.
Oh boy. I believe that was just a straight 20. 19.
15.
You're pretty good at those, Weiss. Alright.
He's a survivor.
Vlad, as you barrel through the trees, suddenly you see a metal gauntlet hand jut out of the bushes in front of you. You almost collide with it before you see Weiss lumbering through the brush. You see each other on the path that you're running through.
Where's
You don't hear
Renee?
anything right now.
I don't know. I got lost. That Beastmaster guy found me, and they almost pummeled my shit, but I got away. We don't want to go that way. Have you seen the things that he has?
Yeah, I've seen them. I'm quite familiar. But we need to find Renee.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. Me and Sayem made it out of the forest, and we didn't see you or Renee.
I didn't see her either.
Sayem took the boy to the city. We need to find Renee. Get out of here.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
I mean, do we really? Have you seen the dudes that he travels with? He's your
seen him.
enemy? I don't know if I want to be part
Apparently.
of this group anymore.
Well, then you can give us back that 50,000 we're going to get.
Yeah, I earned that.
Who really earned that? Come on.
Well,
As you're standing in the middle of the woods arguing, you almost see like a blur of motion behind, or next to you, I should say. The trees, or the trees and the bushes rustle. And
what the fuck was that?
You see Renee sprinting next to you, and she's gone as soon as she came. You hear her voice say, "Why are you standing here, you idiots?" As
Yeah,
she
I don't
moves
even
by.
wait. I see her sprinting and not stopping. I just take off and sprint, and not stopping as well. Hey, if that's the flow of traffic, that's where Vlad is going.
Renee seems to be very eager in this belief. So she disappears into the trees, and Vlad, you see her run, and you just take off behind her.
Yeah, he doesn't even say anything to Vice. He doesn't even look at him. He just, all right. That's
Yeah,
the
I'll
plan.
turn and head that way.
As the three of you sprint through the woods, you eventually come back out to the hills overlooking Prague.
Which entrance are we closest to? This one here or the south?
You'd be coming from directly north, so
Oh, directly north, so up here.
probably Gate B here. That's the river.
Oh.
Gate B right here.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. Okay.
Prague is pretty much up on top of a hill, fortified. The entire surrounding area is mostly grasslands, but it doesn't take very long further north before it starts hitting winter and more jagged cliffs and inhospitable terrain. So anyway, as you find yourself back on the hills overlooking Prague, Weiss and Vlad, you peer back to see one of the Beastmaster's beasts about a mile or two into the woods. They've been trying to find the high ground, keeping an eye on you, but as you get closer to the city, they seem to turn back and head further north towards the pounding sounds of drums and horns. Siam, you see Siam is making his way down. He's almost towards the gate now. You can also see a few hosts of Kizilite soldiers and horsemen are beginning to mount up at the different gates, and there's a lot of activity going on in the palace.
Does it look like it's in relative response to the Beastmen coming from the wood, or the Beastmaster and his things coming from the wood line, or does it look like it's just a separate?
Well, there's a good couple thousand men getting ready for battle
Right.
down there, so it's probably something else.
Okay.
And where Siam at the gate, or is he inside the city?
He seems to be waiting for you down at the gate.
We'll go meet him.
Alright, Vice, as you're moving to your trained military eye, it doesn't take you very long to see. On the far side of the city, there are a few hosts of men with Empire colors, and they're camping out on the outside of the city to the south.
Damn, we're going to have to leave here now. Grab the boy, turn him in, get our money, and we're leaving.
You on the run from something?
I don't want to be a part of whatever the Empire's planning here.
Renee frowns and crosses her arms. Do you really distrust the Almar that much?
At this point, yeah, I do.
Oh well. We have to go into the city anyway to get our money. Let's go. So, as you guys head into Prague, you have to pass through the growing forces of Kislevite soldiers. As you come in through Gate B, so you find yourselves about here, there's a few posh-looking messengers among the grizzled soldiers of Kislev. One of them comes over and spots you, the young man that you're escorting. He claps him on the shoulder and says, "Oh, wow! I must say I'm actually very impressed. I can't believe you're alive." And the young man, he's just traumatized. He doesn't really say anything. The messenger looks up at you and he says, "It was you, right? You went off to get the reward, then?"
That's right.
Yeah. We'd like it faster, I guess. We need to leave.
Well, that's gonna be a problem. We were told about you. Your presence has been requested by...
About who? Us?
Yes, you.
And who wants to see us?
Let's see.
And under what circumstances?
Is that... So the name Zarina Katarine strike a familiar tone with you?
Can't say it does.
You bloody maggot. The Ice Queen of Kislev herself has invited you to one of her councils, and you will attend.
Alright.
Yeah.
The boy's gonna stay with us until payment's received. Otherwise, he can go back into that damn cave.
He seems like he wants to say more, but instead he points you towards the palace. Hurry on then. Don't keep her waiting.
Yeah, right. Come on then, we have a date with the Queen.
Well, I better hide this then. And I'm gonna take the scepter off my belt where I've been wearing it. And
Where did you get that?
it's a long story. Yeah. And I'm gonna just slip it into my pouch of holding that I have. With the little fucking hamster, or what was it, a fucking gerbil or something?
I don't think it's gonna fit in your pouch.
Well, it's a scepter, right? It couldn't be that. Like,
I mean, a pouch?
yeah, my pouch of holding. Remember, I have like a
Yeah, it was,
little.
like, big enough to hold a gerbil and some plants and stuff. I don't know. All right, whatever. You cram it into your jacket, and a couple of people look at you like, "What the fuck did he just do?" But otherwise, you're led up to the palace. Weiss, the concentration of heavily armored Empire knights seems to be growing here. Many of them standing guard, and as you approach the palace, a couple of elite soldiers are eyeing you, clearly sizing you up.
Well, I think they like your armor, friend.
I don't like this.
They're like
Haven't
a
had a
Canadian.
chance to bandage up.
The large doors of the palace swing open. You can see it's almost like a madhouse inside of palace bureaucrats running around trying to manage things. Up a flight of steps in the center and down a hallway full of ornate statues. You find yourselves in a council room. one of the soldiers, he cracks open the door, and as you open up inside, Vice, you see someone you probably didn't want to really see today. Aside from Miss Zarina Katerine and her advisors and generals standing at the far end of the table, you see a couple of Empire generals, and between them stands Emperor Yalmar Stormborn. He seems to be having a council with Katerine as we speak. As you stand in the doorway, she looks up at you and she says, "Yes, excellent timing. Come in. Please,
Is
find
this
your
the
place at the
company
table."
key?
What?
Yeah, Yalmar is as soon as the door opens as well, he's gonna look up, and he has Galmaraz hanging from his belt, but Kuwabara is nowhere to be seen.
Renee and Siam, they kind of just stay back against the wall. They don't want to be in this room as much as either you two do. Katerine, she gestures you to an open spot standing around this round table in the room. The entire room has this just cold chill to it. Everybody's deathly silent as you come in.
What do you want from us? We're no generals. We're errand men. And we're late.
She
Don't be that way, Vice. Come over.
I don't deal with traitors.
I understand the last time we met, Vice. It was not at the best circumstances.
I don't know what you're here to offer me, but I'm not interested.
I'm not here to offer you anything. You made your choice. You stand with them.
Now, I think we can all come to a better agreement than bickering among ourselves. There's a very pressing matter we need to attend to.
What's
Indeed.
that?
The Chaos Host, a warband, is coming down from the north. They're preparing a siege, an invasion. This is not an uncommon thing among the Chinamoy and myself, but there seems to be a great power among them. And, well, seeing as you're all here, I must call upon you for your aid.
What makes us special?
Please. You may act like normal men, but I know all about your exploits and your special circumstances.
Then you'll know we have places to be. And they're not here, helping you with some Chaos Warriors.
No, your objective is beyond that. Past the warriors, isn't it? Do you really fancy yourself getting past an entire army of chaos demons by yourself?
Well,
Oh, that's
what we
right.
have
It's not just
guide.
yourself. You have your guide, Mr. What was it? She looks at you,
Vlad.
Vlad.
Vlad, you're dread. Pleased to meet you. Official.
Are you a Kislevite?
Yeah. Same concept. Different place.
This is your guide, then.
Apparently.
Apparently.
She crosses her arms and laughs. That will not do at all. If you agree to help us, I will assign you, right now, a much better guide to the north. Your objective is past the Kraken Sea, is it not? This one Vlad man will not get you there. Well, not in one piece anyway.
Are you saying you know something about Vlad that we don't?
Yeah, you have like insight? You know my future?
No. It's just an intuition. I'm been a ruler for quite a long time.
Well, we typically manage to make I can't be so sure I can trust your input.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if I would trust you with my future. I mean, your intuition is not the same as my instinct.
One of the generals, he speaks up. You shouldn't speak so casually to my queen, you dog.
I mean, she's not my queen. She's yours. As far as I know, I am a free man.
He seems to be bothered by this, but she speaks up. That may not last very long with where you're going. She looks to Yalmar. I called you here. Or, well, it's fortuitous timing, really, that you're here. Will you stand with Kislev and repel this invasion? Surely you see your own interest in this as well.
My timing here is no coincidence. I will stand with Kislev if you choose to follow the Emperor Man.
She purses her lips and frowns, but she says, for now, Kislev's position with the Empire has not changed. We remain the bulwark as we ever have.
That is no longer the case. I fight for the realms of men, and that includes Kislev. I just need to ensure that your allegiances are to the realms of men as well. There's a greater battle coming. Defending this front is required.
Better be careful, Queen. Give him an answer he doesn't want, and he'll put that hammer in the back of your head.
You speak as if any of the emperors have been any different.
And then he looks back at the Queen.
What?
I fight
Oh.
for man, and I fight against those of the chaos. I will fight those beasts regardless, but when I return, I will require an answer.
One of the generals begins speaking up, however, outside you can hear a couple of cries, like men giving a shout, a warning. It doesn't take long before you see one of the windows in the palace actually begins rattling, and then it swings open. The council pauses and looks over to it. Katarine, you can see, or Vlad, you can basically see the magical aura around her begin swelling up. Something almost akin to a raven has landed on the edge of the window. However, in a split second, it begins morphing into the shape of a man and steps onto the floor. Many of the generals and soldiers draw their weapons. However, you can see the hooded figure that emerges raised a hand, and Katarine says, "Wait. I've seen something like this before. This is a messenger. You destroy the body, it's not the real thing."
Yeah, Yalmar steps forward a bit, as in to like put himself in between Katarine and
Yalmar, you recognize this person. This is a hooded figure. Looks basically like Callan. Almost exactly like him.
Oh shit.
Weiss's blade is drawn.
Yeah, Yalmar, he pulls Galmaraz off his belt.
Again, this figure raises his hand and says, "Now, hold. I am but a messenger, and if you are holding a council, I think all parties should be involved." She's a Katarine. She looks up and says, "I figured as much. Of course you would show up here. What is it you want?" "It is quite simple. You shall not travel into the wastes. He points first to Yalmar, and then his finger traces to Vlad, Siam, Renee, before settling on Weiss. You must turn back.
And why would I do such a thing as that?
You have two choices, really. You can go back to your life. One before you were turned into a puppet. And he speaks directly to you now, Weiss. Or you can travel north.
And in
Korn
doing
has been
so, I be your puppet.
Korn has been watching you. He's pleased. You and you, points to Yalmar, are two interesting subjects.
Beat you with only one arm before, and I'll do it with two.
Korn brought me to his domain. I made it out. Look what I have. And I'll show like Galmraz to him. Tell him, try again. I would like the competition.
Your golden god will not protect you, and especially not after you forsook him at Altdorf.
I like to think I'm making him proud.
Our hosts will arrive in 2 days' time. Meet us on the field or hide in your cities. I'm giving you this last chance. Escape now and abandon your quest. Or Korn will have you. All of the Chaos Gods are watching now, and all are represented. The end of your story is coming very, very soon. He takes a step back, and you can see the same transformation. You're not sure if that was actually Callan or a real bird just transformed into some chaotic messenger, but the figure juts out and begins flying out towards the horizon again. One moment, my cat's screaming. After a brief silence, Katarine, she looks at you, Weiss, and she says, "And what does the wizard think of this?"
Who?
She actually scoffs at you. "Don't play dumb with me."
Couldn't tell you. Think he's a little bit busy right now.
So then, are you adamant? Will you not help us?
Cross my arms. What do you think, Siam?
Siam, he's standing back by the wall and he shrugs and says, "I thought the whole point was not giving a fuck about these people."
That's what I thought. Though. Mind taking that man's sword?
What man's sword?
Callan's here. Well, the Lorstis, the big fellow, probably is as well.
Siam looks over to Yalmar and says, "Hey, that's your problem, isn't it?"
I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Can I count on you to at least fight the demons?
Isn't that
And
what he just said?
I'm looking over at Weiss.
What's in it for me? Another blade in the back, perhaps? Might just finish me off this time. You know
Maybe
what
he'll
they
go
say?
to the leader of the Chaos Band and join them this time.
The third time's the charm.
Just make sure you fight. At least stem the tide a little before you tuck tail and run after the objective.
Our objectives differ.
No, they don't.
I think they do. You're fighting after a doomed world.
Renee speaks up. She says, Yalmar, can't you just come back and join us again? Give up this Emperor fantasy you're having right now.
None of you see. You are all just puppets.
Mighty rich coming from someone serving on the Geld.
I do not serve Gelt. We serve the same purpose together.
It's what he'd like you to think. You think Gelt isn't after some other ulterior motive?
He's magic. There's always an ulterior motive.
Aye. And where do you think that leaves you whenever your time to come is past? When your usefulness is run out, he'll toss you to the side like a mangy little mutt. But this
that
time,
point.
you won't have us around to deal with the magic.
Well, let's just hope by that point my purpose has been fulfilled.
Katarine, she raises a hand and says, we have 2 days' time. She looks over to you, Weiss. You seem to have a distrust of us, and especially him, and I understand your history lends itself to that, but as long as you are in my city and we have enemies at our gates, we will consider you an ally. You do not have to fight with us, but if you wish for our assistance, she
And
looks
what
at
does
you.
this assistance get us? Enough. I don't want riddles, and I don't want insinuations, Mage. I want hard answers. What will fighting get us, aside from a swift death?
I think you'll be quite impressed with my man. Come in.
And-
She looks to a side door, and a guard opens it up. Suddenly, a man with, well, he's not really a man. He looks more like an elf. However, he strides in, blue hair about down to the small of his back, with streaks of purple in it. He's wearing Kislevite nobleman's gear now, but he's very strange looking. He seems to have some kind of magical property to his eye that glows blue. And he seems to have suffered a wound where most of the area around his left eye seems to have been replaced with some kind of scrap metal. However, he smiles calmly and he gives a laugh as he comes in. He looks over at you, Weiss and Vlad, and says, "How do you do? You can call me the Northern Way survival expert, Pollux."
Weiss goes to say not interested, but clutches his temple before saying, God damn you, Bernard. Right, I suppose we're fighting.
Even Siam, Weiss, as you glance back at him, he's looking at you incredulously. Like, what the fuck? Weiss, what?
Yeah,
Friend of
Vlad's just like,
Bernard.
this guy looks like a fruitcake. You want him to guide you instead of me?
You're along for the ride too, hotshot. But apparently it's a friend of Bernard's.
Oh, great. Here's that name again. Yeah, Yalmar hears that. And he looks over at the elf thingy.
I have a good description of him. I'll post it. Should be, fucking Pollux. Yeah, this will do. Except instead of his clothes, he's wearing Kislevite gear. The strangest man or elf you've ever seen in your life. His jacket was heavy and made of a black leather, his pants a tight blue cloth that hugged his legs. He had wild blue hair with streaks of red, and silver rings lined his pointed ears. Most striking of all was his face, beautiful features marred by metal, an eye in the area around it, entirely replaced with an alloy that glints in the torchlight. The eye itself glowed pleasingly in the darkness, and his smile was completely and utterly carefree. He smiles at you as you struggle with yourself, Weiss, and in the most calm and pleasing tone he says, "If that's been settled then, I guess I could consider myself a member of the party now, huh?"
I suppose.
Trust me, you won't regret it.
Yalmar steps closer to the queen, and he leans over, and he says, "You would do well to trust that thing."
Weiss and Yalmar, your caster coins are burning hot.
I don't have a caster coin anymore.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Mine's
No,
broken.
Yalmar left his caster coin right there next to the statue of fucking Morse.
Yeah, Bernard's is broken.
Oh,
Remember?
okay, then never mind.
That's how
Yeah.
I fled how I fled from
Yeah.
Waldorf.
So Yalmar leans down and he says, "You would do well not to trust that creature. It
Yalmar,
is
make a
creation
perception
and
check.
servant of chaos." Well, Yalmar can just see what the fuck that thing is, right? He can sniff that thing out.
A friend of Bernard. Never.
You're assuming he's a servant of chaos, but I'm not gonna say you feel it, no.
20.
You don't really feel chaos from Pollux.
Well, no. But it's fucking of Bernard's camp. In Yalmar's book, that's chaos. So he's just
You don't
he's just
know.
telling
You
this
don't know
to the fucking
anything
queen.
about Pollux, so maybe that's a bit of a hasty assumption.
We'll let him think that.
Either way, Katarina,
That's what-
she looks
that's what
at
he's
you,
getting.
and you rolled a 20. So, just to make the situation even worse for you, Yalmar, as you're saying this, she gives you a calming smile, and she says, "Don't worry. Pollux has been one of my most trustworthy men for years." However, Yalmar, as she says this, her eyes, for the briefest of moments, flash with a color of gold. She doesn't
Okay.
seem to recognize or even realize this happened, but you see
Does
it.
Weiss see that?
You can make a perception check.
I will make a perception check. Perception is just a straight 0. Oops. Just an 8.
Nah, she's too far away. She's on the other end of the table.
Yeah, he's too busy having a Bernard migraine.
Yes. all that's going on right now in Yalmar's head is "fuck you, Zinj."
Zinj.
Yeah, Bernard, Zinj, they're all the same. Fuck Yalmar.
What does that have to do with... whatever. Anyway. So, turning attention away from Pollux for a moment, Katarine, she looks over at you, Weiss, and she says, "If you will at least stand at our walls, I know you to be heroes. You rescued the young man from...
By the way,
certain
is that
death."
kid's like just still in the room with us right now?
I dragged him along until I get
Yeah.
my 50 grand.
He's
Yeah.
just chilling in the corner with us.
Yeah, Weiss has been dragging him along.
Because if things went wrong, I was using him as a hostage token.
Yeah.
I will give you this. Weiss is a ruthless motherfucker. Yalmar respects him for sure.
It's like, hey, until I went and got him, as far as I'm concerned, he's worth 50 grand. If I don't have that in my hand, he's mine. I
Yeah.
own him.
She notes this feeling amongst you, and a chest is brought out and laid on the table before you for your 50 gold or your 50 grand.
Yeah, Vlad
I give
immediately.
Vlad a shove and say, there you go.
Yeah, Vlad, he was standing out he was leaning against the wall in the outskirts of the room. He immediately sees that chest and strides up like he already knew it was his.
And I'll grab the kid by the shoulder and shove him towards the table and say, "And your debt's been paid."
And yeah, as Vlad's collecting the chest, he's gonna pass the kid. He's gonna give him a wink, and he's gonna say, "Hey, stay away from like one-eyed freaks. You know, like maybe they're not cool." And then he's just gonna keep going back to his corner of the room.
So, yeah, he's taken away. The council room now is silent as Katarine looks over at you. She says, I'm looking forward to great things from you, and so long as you are within the city of Prague, I expect no fighting between you. We have greater enemies. Let the past be the past.
What happens? I told Castor, and I'll tell you, I'm not a hero.
She tilts her head. I don't know a caster.
You know Pollux?
Pollux has been a servant of mine for about 10 years now.
Sure he has. By the way, if we're going to be fighting, we're going to need to rest. I just tangled with a nasty chaos creature myself.
Of course. You have the entirety of Old Town available to you. No merchant or tavern keep will turn you away.
Good, because I have 50,000 gold. I'm gonna buy things.
Yes. Can I ask a favor of you if you're going to be wandering around?
From who? Us? Or just one of us?
Actually, she looks at Yalmar too. If you have a free moment, there's something not so much concerning now, but it seems there was a break-in at my estate. A few items have gone missing, a torch and a scepter.
Vlad's over there, like, counting the coins in the chest and hears a break-in at my estate, and he slowly starts plinking slower and slower, and he's found a nice shadow to disappear into.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't find
Oh.
the shadow.
I'm just gonna grip his shoulder with my metal arm.
If possible, I'd like you to investigate and perhaps return the items to me.
If we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along.
Very good. They're quite priceless. At least the torch was a memento. Anyway. My city is yours. Please make yourselves at home. We have a hard time ahead of us. But the Empire and Kislev together will stand strong. Especially with heroes like you at our side. I call the end of this council.
You hear that, Siam? Natural-born heroes.
He makes a retching sound in the back of his throat. Caster.
Yalmar will turn to the queen and he'll say again, please, for the good of man, think about it.
She turns to you and she says,
Yalmar just walks away, and he's gonna step up to Weiss, and he's gonna step up to Weiss, and he's going to say, as a fellow warrior, I once lent you a weapon. May I please have it back?
that
I
shield
take
doesn't
it.
belong to you. What weapon was that?
Rage.
Yeah, rage.
Rage?
Oh.
Yeah, my axes.
Whenever I
One
lost
is
my
despair
arm.
and one is rage. Yeah, the
I
one is
forgot about
despair
that.
and one is rage. Yeah.
Names.
I'll just take it and toss it at his feet.
Renee stands between you. Come now. You really have such need to hate each other. Don't you hate Bernard?
Indeed, I do. And it seems to be I'm the only one. And I'll pick up rage and I just walk out of the room.
Renee, she just huffs. Really now? You're gonna keep
Wait.
arguing until you kill each other.
We fought our way side by side with all those soldiers, and he turned them in as if they were nothing. I don't believe I have any respect for a traitor.
Renee, it's because of him that Moore's a statue right now. She kind of just shrugs her shoulders. I just wish things were back how they were. I mean, it wasn't always easy, but at least we were a party, you know, together. Now it's... I don't even know what to call it.
And let's not forget the day I woke up, assaulted by that man, merely for existing.
Yeah, so that's like the dude that you were talking about.
Yes, that's Yalmar. That would be the Emperor of Mankind currently.
Is he special?
Yes.
He seems a bit like touched in the head.
You can say that again.
It's a long
Born of the-
story.
Apparently born of the blood of a dragon and thinks he's above all mankind.
Cool. Like he can turn into a dragon?
Not quite.
It's...
You ever see anyone else with muscles as big as that?
No, he's fucking freakish large, like
Well,
Hmm.
there you go. There's where it comes in. Luckily for you, you know magic.
Vlad,
Well,
it's like this. There's an island out
magic.
in the ocean, full of people just like him.
wait, what?
Actually, they're stronger than Yalmar for the most part.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, they come from a race, or they are a race that come from a dragon. We call him the Golden One. All of this artifact gathering has been so... Something can happen with him. I don't really follow it anymore.
Wait, like when I tried to go up the stairs and that golden one?
That's the one.
Yes.
So that guy Yalmar, he's like a god?
No. Actually,
He thinks he is.
The
science-
dragon, the golden one. Isn't that?
Are you trying to tell me that there's an island that a god would allow an island full of other gods to exist?
Well,
Yalmar's definitely not a god, regardless. I wouldn't call Rage a god either, although power might be pushing it a little bit.
They're strong, but they can be brought down. They're no gods.
well, that hammer looked kind of nice.
You don't recognize it.
Wipe it.
Well, should I?
I suppose a man who woke up on a beach or something shouldn't. And then Siam was sort of, what's that supposed to mean? It's nothing. No, he took that from Karl Franz. Weren't you on the outskirts? You were staying with Mephisto's sister.
I was heading towards Outdorf. I heard it was place to make money. This guy was the king, right?
You were basically a few days out of the Battle of Altdorf. Bernard, Yalmar, and a few other key figures, they battled it out in the city, and the end result of that was Yalmar's the Emperor of Mankind now, and the Empire is pretty much fractured into pieces.
Phew. Well, that sounds like a fucked situation. I'd just like leave.
Leave to where?
Shit, I want to go home.
There's nowhere to go to. If you go to the west, you find yourself in Bretonia, which is...
No, no, no. And Vlad's gonna look to Siam, and he's just gonna shrug, and he's just like, "Yeah, I want to go home. Let's go."
Siam grits his teeth at you. I barely know a fucking thing about that still, and I've been traveling with you this whole time. I don't have any memories of this home, so...
The only way you're gonna get anywhere outside of this shithole is if we get the last artifact.
That
Well-
seems to be Bernard's idea as well.
That's what.
And the demons are in between us and that. And who is this guy? You think he can lead you better than me?
Me.
That's right, Pollux is still in the room. As he's literally been standing across the table listening to you guys talk. So he comes around when you say that. And again, I have to stress this. He's a tall, blue-haired with red streaks elf with a bunch of jewelry and a freaking glowing blue eye with metal alloy around it. And he comes up and he smiles very carefree to you and he says, yes, hello, hi. I'm very happy to meet you.
Wait, is the queen still in here?
They're all pretty much around, but they're kind of scattered, talking amongst themselves. She's just talking with her generals.
I have a question.
Yalmar's the only one who definitely walked out.
Hey,
Yeah.
queen. I have a question.
This time,
You're
the general... No, hold on. This time, when you say that, one of the generals nearby, he turns and he grips his sword and he says, "You're going to address our property from now on, or I'm going to find you, and I'm going to beat the shit out of you where you sleep tonight, Cheryl."
I'd like you to try.
Oh, you gonna fucking see me try. And the
Anyways,
queen,
I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, the queen raises her hand. Enough of this. Stop it. What do you want?
You're a powerful mage, right?
Something of the sort.
Why can't you just teleport us there? What do we need a guide for?
Teleportation magic is rare. I'm not exactly sure where it's practiced, but it's not here.
That's rare.
Yes, it is.
Oh, never mind.
Why? You think it's some kind of common thing? Do you have much experience in teleporting?
Sort of.
Enough of your jokes. If you're going to cause a disruption in my council room, at least do it somewhere in the hallway.
I don't know much about magic. I was just asking.
Pollux, he comes over and he claps you on the shoulder. No, I understand why you're asking. It's a bit touchy, although, trust me, my queen is more than capable of turning away a war host or two. She wouldn't be asking for your help unless it was direly urgent.
I see.
As for teleportation, no. And even if we could, the winds coming from the Chaos Waves to the northeast are potent. If we were to teleport ourselves through there, we might get caught up in something nasty. Teleportation mistakes do happen, and, well... Are you familiar with alternate universes?
No?
No, well then you shouldn't worry about it. All I'm saying is it's not a good idea to do so.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're friends with Castor. Why do we need to do this queen a favor for you to help us get
He
to this next relic?
He gives you the most innocent smile in the world, and he says, "Castor?
Yes. Castor.
That's an interesting name, but I'm not familiar."
Weird clothes. Longhouse. Eats donuts from New York.
Weiss, you know the truth, but he looks at you. He gives you that look. He smiles very politely and says, "I have no idea. I'm a servant of Katarine Serena. I've survived many excursions into the northern wastes, and I consider myself a bit of an expert. Such is why I've been assigned to you now. That's really all there is to it."
Weiss just grits his teeth and shakes his head.
You don't have much patience for people, do you?
Not at the moment.
I'll keep that in mind. I wouldn't want to make you angry. We're going to be traveling together for some time, and I really, very much look forward to it.
I'd imagine so.
It's going to be fun.
For some of us. Well, is there anything we need to know about this host that's going to be staring the city down in a few days?
Well, it seems to be bigger than most. I think it's with a coordinated effort, and seeing as one of their messengers came in to give us a visit, it seems that you and the other characters here are a bit of a problem for the gods. They don't want you going any further north. I think it has something to do with those artifacts you mentioned.
Yes, I'd imagine so. Great. Suppose we should deal with it after all.
We're going to have to at least cut a swath through if we're going to make it through the north.
You hear that, Vlad? Going to be getting a bit dirty.
Ugh. I don't favor standing in plain sight.
Well, you're gonna have to do a bit of that tomorrow. In 2 days, rather. But stay behind the rest of us and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Either way, I need to go and patch up before I reopen any wounds.
There's a special tavern in Old Town. If you follow the river across the bridge and head north, in the very corner nestled up against the walls, it's a 2-story building. It's not often used for much, but it's well stocked and kept. You should find no issues getting a room there, and it should be secluded enough for your purposes.
Very well. Look into it. Is there anything else you need from us?
He smiles and he says, "Only that you come for me when it's time to depart. If you have any questions, I'll be here attending to my queen."
I'll have much of a choice other than to do that. I'll just tap my temple and leave.
As you're walking away, he says, "You seem to have that thought a lot, don't you?" And eventually, he turns back away. Siam and Renee are there at the doorway, and Vlad, you're watching
Yeah,
all this.
Vlad's gonna follow out as well, carrying his chest of gold.
Yeah, a lot of soldiers look at you, Vlad, as you do so.
Yeah. Hey, come on down to. Vlad's just gonna like name off taverns as he's passing by soldiers. He's like, "Come on down, we're gonna drink. Let's go. When you get off, let's go." He's not gonna show up to a single one of those taverns.
No. It's fucking... Flash forward later tonight, there's a bunch of lonely soldiers in the tavern.
There's a bunch of lonely soldiers in an unguarded palace.
Oh man, he said he was gonna buy us a drink.
Oh man,
All
and
right.
that's gratuitous because
When we get back to the tavern, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Vlad by the shoulder and say, "For the rest of our time we're here, let's not make any more scenes at that castle."
yeah,
And he's like, "Wait, that was you?"
Don't worry, I'm going to put it back tonight.
What are you going to take in its place?
Yeah, something maybe of equal value, maybe
What does
not
it
so
do?
sentimental.
First, what does it do?
Siam actually speaks up, and he says, "If you're thinking about going after Galmaraz, he would choke you like a chicken, so I would suggest not."
But if he can't see me,
No,
Maybe
you
he-
do not understand, Yomar. He would smell you.
Listen, keep a low profile for now. It won't be the last time we see him. The gods are going to play more cruel tricks, I get the feeling.
I imagine it wasn't a coincidence that he's here in the first place.
I don't think I believe in coincidences anymore.
We aren't gonna, like, have to fight him, are we?
Maybe
I
one
don't
day.
want to be in that fight.
That won't be your fight.
Look, I'm just paid to escort you across. Like, let's just do that. Why do we have to fight?
Because
We got paid.
I get the feeling
Well,
we're going
I
to
got
need
paid.
that Pollux, and besides, I have a
Yeah,
leash on
Pollux
me and I don't
schmollux.
have a choice.
Let them fight, and we will use the distraction of the battle. We'll go around a little bit, maybe find a different way, and get to this goal. And
You
then
don't
get the
know
gold.
how much I would love to do that, but Bernard isn't going to let me.
Oh. Well,
Sounds like you
that
just accepted
sucks.
it.
And what else am I gonna do?
I don't know, it's just strange seeing someone so strong and willing as you just resign yourself to the
If I try to
Bernards.
run, I get possessed. Doesn't matter. I get to fight in this little petty war, so we can have Pollux along in our merry band. All a part of some bigger scheme, I'm sure.
Yeah, Vlad looks towards Weiss, and he just gives him a nod. I know what it's like to carry another inside you.
The wording could use a bit of work, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, Bernard's deep inside him.
Shut up, sire. Either way, take our rest, keep an eye out for that thief. And when we don't find anything, we'll fight in 2 days.
Well, hey,
Just,
like, since we're all in the room, like, I'm the thief. Like,
Yes, I understand that when I saw you pocket it.
okay, like, I just didn't know. Like, if you
The idea. And I wouldn't go and put it back. I think that will just paint a target right on your back.
It wasn't like you were obvious in the council room before or anything.
I mean, I put it away as best as I could.
The best we can do now is just keep it. What does it do?
Yeah, it's actually, like, kind of useful. Like,
Oh. Better with us than in a storeroom, then, I say. I think you'd agree. Just don't use it in the fight.
yeah.
She'll be there, and she'll see it.
The tavern, I'm gonna just give a brief description real quick. The tavern is... It's basically just a plain building. The sign doesn't even have a name on it. However, as you enter in, you can see there's a blonde female bartender behind the bar. And there's one or two... They seem like normal travelers and merchants. However, nothing marks this building as a tavern. Up the stairs, you can see that it goes up and bends around, and there are rooms up there that she gives you for basically a pittance, not any money at all. There's food and drink, and this whole road, you guys are basically here. The road on one end is merchants and other craftsmen, and the other end goes deeper into the ghetto, which is basically just, you got elves and dwarves in there and a mixture of humans, basically just poor folk. It's not as terrible as All Dwarfs Ghetto or anything like that, but it's not very pleasant either. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and grab a beer. You guys can
Alright.
do what you gotta do. I'll be right back.
Alright.
What does that thing do?
The scepter. Here, I gotta look it up because I forgot to write it down. He sent it to me, but I forgot to write it down. Alright, here we go. So, the scepter contains 3 charges of the haste spell, 1 use
Oh,
of
yeah,
ice
that's
storm
right.
spell. I remember I used it on you.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right. I just couldn't remember what it did.
Yeah, 1 use of ice storm spell. You passed an arcana roll that I made for you, and since that might be refillable, but you don't know how, it's ice magic. Torch glows bright blue flame when activated by a gem on the grip. It never goes out unless the gem is pressed and can be used as an one attack melee weapon. On a hit, 3d6 plus spellcasting modifier, ethereal damage, and DC 15 wisdom save or be frightened by wielder. So, like, pretty much I'm dual wielding these.
Yeah.
Well, essentially, like. Because I can use this scepter instead of my a magical font for magic to use as like a focus as a sorcerer. And it's funny, it says on the grip for you, my ice queen, is what it says.
I bet Pollux gave them to her.
Oh boy, wait till he sees me use them.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and resume at like 10:03 or something like that. I gotta
Alright.
run and do something real quick.
Alright.
Okay.
But yeah. Shit's getting fun. Did I tell you what Galmaraz does, my friend?
I don't think so.
Did I ever let you in on that goodie? Alright. So, Galmaraz is a +3 Warhammer. Passed down through the ages, Sigmar's hammer is now yours. It's one of its abilities is Demon Scourge. This hammer sunders demons. Any demon struck by this hammer has a -2 AC for the rest of the encounter. Sigmar's lightning slash.
Just chilling in that. Not in. Actually, I'm gonna go ask that woman. I say, so, what makes this place special?
Oh, well.
Pollux is here. Do you know Pollux?
No, doesn't ring a bell. Anyway, it's basically a recluse. We don't talk much about things here, you understand?
That's why he sent us here, I say. Thank you.
No problem. Let me know if you need a drink.
I wouldn't mind one. I'll go sit at a table and start disassembling and cleaning my arm.
She'll ask you whatever you want and get that for you.
What time is it? What time is it?
We'll call it about 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Alright, Vlad is gonna, since we're all at the tavern and whatnot, he's gonna head out to the merchant area and shit, we're gonna need some shit for this battle coming up. Holy shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go to
Oh yeah,
I'm
did
gonna
it
go
just dawn on you that a fucking chaos incursion is happening?
yeah. I'm gonna go to a potion cellar
Okay.
and I need his strongest potions.
God damn it. I tried not to make a joke. I tried not to make the joke. Fuck you.
I do though. I have let's to be exact because this is Vlad's payment. This was Vlad's payment. Remember this.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yes.
one that set this up. I know.
Vlad has 53,200.
You earned
gold.
it, buddy.
Yes.
All the long
Weiss earned it,
adventures.
but
Yeah,
He is-
Weiss earned that one.
Does this make me richer than Bernard?
No.
no.
What's the most money Bernard's had?
Well, the mine has over 100K right now, I think.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
It's been months since then. I think it was
Yeah,
safe
it
to
has
go
more
up
than
Bernard a
that
millionaire by now.
Give Vlad time. He's gonna come up off of this 50,000 over another like completely.
You know, if you asked, Bernard might strike up a trade deal with you.
Oh my god. This is becoming a game of fucking give me all the rupees.
This is the deepest game of Dungeons and Dragons you guys will ever play.
It really is. Like we are going into economics and everything.
I want you just to appreciate that.
Vlad
For-
has some some zeros right
We'll
now.
have a 30-70 split. You can open up a new branch of Bernard Miner's shop.
Let's be real. Okay, Bernard shows up. He does the Barboza thing. He buys the mine. Okay, it's been like a long time since
Almost
that.
a year now?
It's been almost a year since.
Yeah, but wait. This is the thing. Vlad has done next to nothing right
I
now.
know, he just got here.
Weiss literally soloed the boss.
Yeah,
and you
no.
got
Remember
all
that.
the-
Remember that. Yeah, Vlad hid.
I know
That is
you
true.
did,
Vice really didn't
motherfucker.
get anything from that.
Oh my god. And Vlad's done next to nothing. I'm trying to play
You
Vlad
di-
as a
you
con man.
almost
I'm trying to
died.
play him as a con man.
The only thing I remember about that fight was
I was
Vice
hopping
getting
shadows
dropped
to
into the
shadows.
fire because he failed the acrobatics roll.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, like I was
the
latched
headbutt.
onto it because my sword
Oh my
was
God.
fucking...
Oh,
It was
and,
epic,
and the
though.
banishment. That was pretty cool too.
He was like full on fire and still just fucking
Then you have a
slayed.
perfect picture. Isn't there a perfect picture of like Guts or whatever finding
Yeah.
his way out of a fire pit? Then you posted it.
Like-
and,
I
everything's so
posted
perfect.
several
Remember
pictures.
the fucking priest in the town where the
Yes.
exact same situation?
Yeah. Oh my
They're
gosh.
feeding people to it.
Because we've
Vice
gone
was
from
well
Bernard...
themed for this.
We've gone from Bernard Game of Thrones to Vice Berserk.
Yeah, for real right now.
That's something else. This game.
Yalmar's fucking Griffin.
Yalmar's over there doing
And you
the
know
best-
what it really just is? It's Bernard role playing.
Oh my god.
It's Bernard just playing pretend.
Yep.
Man,
He's
I
already
wish that was a
glimpsed into
hardcore
this.
mercenary. Look at
It's
this
like,
guy's
man-
rippling muscles. I can't have that.
Wouldn't it be cool if I was a Chad instead of a genetic abomination?
Oh man, if you guys saw Bernard right now, you fucking.
That's what Vice is. Vice is Bernard's answer to the Chad compensator.
It's a LARP.
Oh my
They're
god.
welcome, by the way.
Meanwhile, Caster brings Bernard a new comic book. He's like, "Hey man, you should read this shit."
Yeah, it's like two Skaven are...
Dude,
like,
I want to be that guy.
Two Skavens are fanning me down as I'm reading manga.
Oh my god.
Is this another one of your New York picture books?
No,
No, this one's from Japan.
Vice's
What's
persona
Japan?
was Vice's persona
Don't worry
was,
about
or
it.
mind was being suppressed when Bernard was in his body. He was like, Bernard was subconsciously like making Vice just read fucking Berserk mangas the whole fucking time, and now this is his life.
I mean, if you think about it, he's already got the brand, but it's
Yep.
different. It's just Bernard.
Oh my gosh, this is just Bernard's fantasy.
And whenever he does something Bernard doesn't like, he makes him hurt.
Yep.
It's so weird when a character's backstory is this meta. You know?
Yes. It's fucking crazy.
How
I-
crazy. You know,
Well, I
Vice's
didn't
actual
mean for it to
backstory
happen.
doesn't matter.
Hey, but guess what? This is what happens
This
when the
only
rest of the
happens
fucking
when-
players who fucking start this campaign leave, and there's 2 left.
Listen,
You gotta fucking have fun.
this only happened because you took his arm.
That's true.
Because
But if
remember
you're gonna
what
say
was
that,
originally
this
going
only
to happen
happened
to
because
Vice.
Yalmar killed him.
Yeah, that's true. Because remember what was originally going to happen to Vice after that?
What?
Bernard was going to come back, say, "Okay, good job, Vice," and then go take his soul.
Yep.
Really? You were gonna do that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, remember he failed. He died. He didn't do his job.
He got knocked out.
No, when Bernard he died, and that's why Bernard got outed.
Oh yeah, when the amulet broke, or the amulet's not with us anymore. Yeah, that's how Bernard got outed. That's right.
I don't understand. So
Remember when I went? I said, "Hey." I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you through here." And my deal with them after I took them over was, if you go through here,
oh, that's right.
Make
You
it
you
through
really
with the-
stressed
with the
not getting
teleportation.
caught.
I was like, if
Yeah.
you make it through, I'm gonna set you up.
Yeah, you
And he didn't make it.
he didn't make it. So now he has to live in hell.
Yep, he
His
didn't
life
make
is
it.
permanent hell now. It's not really his fault, man.
No, it's Yalmar's.
No, it's definitely not. I didn't fucking grab him off this fucking side of the road. I was trying to save those people.
Yeah, but he
that's what
could've-
Yalmar was doing.
He could have been set up in a mansion by now, but you decided it'd be funny to watch
No,
Bernard.
he
Are
would
you
not have been
fucking
set up in a
kidding?
mansion right now.
Are you fucking kidding? Who's the one who created the slime? motherfucker.
That could have been anyone.
Yeah, that could have been anybody.
really
It's
could
not
have been
Yalmar's
anybody.
fault.
That
Fucking
was Z.
Yalmar's
If
fault.
one man had the ability to turn 2 elves into slime and then get warp zone and shove warp zone into that slime, they could
Just
do
think of it like this: Yalmar comes back with no memory of anything before going to the warp, and then this is his initiation back into the world. It's just Bernard creating fucking warp slimes and
To be
fucking.
fair, that was
The-
that
the-
was an
That
accident.
is true. That did happen immediately after that, didn't it?
Yes,
Well,
the realm that
No, it was
Yalmar
like 2
spent
months
in
after that.
eternity. The realm that Yalmar spent in eternity fighting to get out of, or what it felt like to him, Bernard's creating before him.
eh.
To be fair, that was an oopsie doopsie.
Yes, it was
I
a big
think
oopsie doopsie.
No, it's
but
a
that
different
wasn't the first
flavor of
factor.
hell. It's more like a
Yeah.
Nurgle hell.
Yeah, and well,
Like
Yalmar
a
got to look
slime
at
hell.
Yalmar got a peek at the Nurgle hell. Remember when they were intersecting?
Yeah, man, I think my version of Chaos Realm is way cooler than other
Yeah.
people's.
Yalmar almost fucking got a peek at what all of them look like, except this sweet
In
Smash
my
Bros.
version
But
of Chaos, they
Yeah.
have the islands that make up the different realms, except they're all floating in space, but every now and then they just fucking slam into each other, and that's the
Yeah,
moment
I had
you have
to
to
cross.
jump over and
Yeah.
cross over, and then you go into the different realms of Chaos.
Bernard should have never pulled you out of that portal.
Yalmar's back was hurting after that
You
because
had
he
to get
carried
cast
past
back.
the whole fucking way.
Yeah, we've got Pollux. Pollux could have stepped.
Yeah, you didn't have Pollux back then.
No, but he might have showed up.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. Let's carry on.
yeah, I'm gonna start start my
But,
long
oh,
rest.
Yeah, no, and Vlad is shopping at the best potion seller for his strongest potions. I'm talking. I got
Oh,
50,000, so I'm gonna buy like fucking a crate of fucking healing potions or some shit. I don't know. What are the best healing potions in the game? And how much
The
are
ones that cost like 5,000.
Let's
Okay.
see here.
Well, I don't know how much Mark. puts
I can
on.
buy 2 of them. That's 10 grand.
Well, I don't know how much Mark's gonna charge you.
Yeah. Let's figure this out.
Hold on. Let me pull up the normal prices, and then I'll just judge off that. Why can't I find it? Prices.
Because they don't have set prices. It's based on the rarity.
No, there's a little chart that I always used to go by. Should be on Google Images or something. Yeah, here it is. All right. Crap. Are these healing potions? Why can't I find them? Alright, we'll just bullshit it then.
I can get like a rarity chart in the DM's guide if you want.
Alright, Vlad. You step into a very smelly, tall building. Along the row of buildings that you're in, to your right would just be a long stretch of buildings that you have to walk all the way down to about here until you find on the corner a building with a billowing smokestack, and you can see different random colors are coming out of the building, like birds are avoiding it and people are taking a long way around it. As you step in, you see this very tall, burly man. He's pretty huge. Like, he's not as big as Yalmar, but he's significantly big. And as you walk in, he turns to you and says, "Oi, cunt, what you want?"
Is that how you greet everybody who's carrying this much cash, bitch? And I'm still carrying my chest of gold.
We're
I'm
gonna
not
find
even.
Vlad with the fucking shank in his side. Minus 50,000 gold plus no potions.
"Oh, you fucking mate, you gonna spend that shit here? Hell yeah,
Depends.
son, what you want?"
Depends. What do you have? I have, as you can see, a lot of money. So what do you have?
What
Do you
want?
have the strongest healing potions you have? Because I have to go fight demons because I'm part of a group of stupid, people who listen to the rules. It's dumb.
I hear you. It's regulations, and I can't burn things as much as I used to. Anyway, it's what was your question? Healing potions. Yes.
Yes.
Uh, you want the good stuff. Yes.
The best stuff because I don't plan on dying, so yeah.
Okay. Listen. My potion's special. Okay. You may not be able to handle my potions.
Oh no. I assure you, I am going into battle and I do in fact need your strongest potions.
I understand. My potions. When you take my potions, there's a chance that you might get stronger. Yes. Then there's a chance that you might not. And he
That
explains how if you take his potions, there's a chance that if you roll basically I'll make you roll a d20. If it's a
yes.
20, you're going to get +2 to all your rolls for about 5 rounds.
Okay.
And the reverse is true for a 1. He explains this
Oh.
to you.
How much is one of them? Because it sounds like a fun trick.
Is yes. The Supremes, you say you're going into battle, yes.
Yes.
You're going to go fuck up those Chaos Cons, yes.
That is the plan.
Right. For Supremes, usually I charge tourists 20,000, but you 3. I'll give you 3,000.
1,500 and we have a deal because I'm gonna spend more money than that.
Oh no.
This is a let's call it a friendly curiosity deal sweetener.
All right, roll a persuasion.
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I was waiting for the nat one again.
No, 25 because I have a plus 10 in persuasion.
Oh, you cheeky cunt. You know, just because me mom's sick, I gotta pay for medicine I can probably make, but fuck you anyway. Yeah, fine, 1,500. But
Excellent.
you get 3, so 4,500 for 3.
Even better, fucking sold. Next on the list is healing. I need your best healing potion.
I just sold you healing potions. You can't.
No,
You didn't
Well-
understand me. All my potions do this.
every single one?
Every single one is my special recipe. That's what you
Don't
get for
you have
coming
like
here.
regular healing potions? Like
Why
you
don't you
only
go to a
make
fucking
this?
regular healing fucking potion then, mate? A fucking potion
Interesting.
seller is my interesting shit.
Is this the only potion that you make then?
No.
So
If you want a
What
fucking
else do
regular...
you make?
I told you couldn't handle my fucking potion, you cheeky cunt.
well now I'm interested because if this is just your healing potion, like what's your strongest potions then?
Well, I got some good shit. Look here. Oh, it's
Well-
a crowd pleaser right here. Real expensive though. It's an iron skin potion. You know what that is, don't you, you cunt?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. It's about 10,000 right there. What else do you got? I mean, tell me what do you want? I got potions that. Yeah, hey, you ever hear about foot enlargement? You like foot enlargement potion?
That sounds very useful actually.
Oh, wait. Got the recipe from a cheeky cunt out to the west.
I want to buy foot shrinking or enlarging potion, please.
Alright, he sells it to
me.
you for about 20 gold.
Yes. How many?
Just one.
How many can I buy? No. How many?
Fuck you, just one, dude.
Damn it! All right.
I'm gonna make it yourself, asshole.
Yes. Yes. If I see a greater demon, it's gonna fucking get it.
Want to see what happens if we put some warpstone in that?
Oh my god.
Just sprinkle some warpstone in that. Hey,
We can
what's
just put
the
some
worst
warpstone.
thing
What?
that could happen?
Maybe it'll enlarge your foot and also turn you into a horrible monster
Oh my god.
that doesn't stop him.
All right. So
Because remember what I say, you know, warpstone makes everything better.
It does.
Fact,
It's my
does
special
not.
recipe.
God damn. Okay, so
That's all from here, I guess. So I spent 45. What? So what level healing potions are those then?
what? Oh, those three. It's a supreme, so it's 10d4 plus 20.
All right,
So, I mean, that should probably heal most people up pretty good.
20, and then gives a +2 to all.
All rolls in combat for about 5 rounds if you roll a 20, and -2 for a 1.
So what about in between?
You go and fuck yourself. Nothing. Nothing happens.
Huh?
I guess you just heal without getting the effect.
And that
Okay.
happens too with the Iron Skin potion. Did you buy the Iron Skin potion?
No, just the foot lodge.
Alright, yeah, so the same thing happens with that, except you don't drink that, so I guess if you took it yourself, then you would get that, but if you throw it at someone, it
They
probably
have a
wouldn't work.
chance.
I don't think it would work that way, unless you threw it in their mouth, you know. If you shoved it down someone's throat, they might get that chance. I don't see you doing that, though.
All right, no.
Add some warp stone to it, though, because I really want to blow up kids.
I mean, we can do that right now.
You just put it in? What the fuck?
All right, so I'm gonna go to a regular potion seller now, and I am gonna stock up on fucking healing.
Alright. So superiors are 1,000 apiece, graders are 500 apiece. Regulars are like 100.
All right, let me do quick maths.
Spend all your money on healing potions. See, he is a good guy. Look at him.
Yeah.
You see? He's just getting replaced anyway.
So
He's getting replaced. His job hasn't even started yet.
I'm gonna buy. You said graders are 500.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna buy 10 graders, so that's what, $5,000.
Yeah.
All right, and then superiors were $1,000 a piece.
Yes.
I'm going to buy 5 superiors.
Okay.
Mm, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do, dude. That'll do.
Okay. Are you done shopping?
Yeah, and then I'll head back and get ready, I guess. Take my long rest and all that fun jazz.
Okay.
This is got his arm disassembled, cleaning it.
Make a perception check.
Who?
Vlad?
Vladimir.
Hold on a second.
Vlad, the mad lad.
Perception. 6. 12.
Alright, Vlad. As you're about here, making your way back to the tavern, all of a sudden you feel a huge collision on your left side. I don't know if you're still carrying that chest, but if you are, it goes flying and slams into an alleyway nearby. You stumble and turn, you can see some huge motherfucker just slammed into your side with 2 guys flanking on either side of him, and they just pushed you into an alleyway. They stand there cracking their knuckles. It says, one of the smaller ones, he says, "And what do you have in that chest there?"
I don't carry it like unlocked. Like
I know,
I
it probably didn't go
well.
flying around.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
slammed into a wall.
How far away from the chest am I?
I mean, like a couple feet.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna move back to it. And I'm gonna pick it back up, and I'm assuming now that I'm on my way back, the sun's gone down, right? It's dark or getting dark, shadows, sunset. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking
You're just gonna fuck off?
no. I'm going to say, I am the Lord of the fucking shadows, and I'm going to step into one shadow, and I'll pop out like sideways, like friggin' horizontal on a wall, like I'm standing on a wall behind one of the guys. I am the Prince of Darkness. I'll leave
Whoa.
back into that shadow, and I'll just start fucking with them. And I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points and cast Darkness in the middle of us all.
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll intimidation first.
All right. Plus 10 on that.
You have plus 10 in intimidation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah, fuck.
Well, they rolled even worse than you did, so. Alright. Vlad, as they push you into an alley and follow you in, they begin, squaring up, asking you about the chest. You simply step into a shadow, and as you surround them, you begin popping out of different places, speaking to them from different directions. You cast darkness over them, and as you hear them, they basically just begin babbling in Kizlevite language. They begin pouring out of the alleyway and screaming like
As a
madmen.
cantrip,
Scatter.
As a cantrip, I'm gonna cast a minor illusion of like multiple of my hounds of ill omen, just like with their
So
fucking
just
black,
a bunch of dogs just fucking
eyes.
chase them out.
yeah, like hellhounds with black flaming eyes and fucking blood like dripping from their fucking mouths, like just chasing them.
If you
From the
think that's
darkness.
wise. Alright, so black dogs, hellhounds, pour out into the streets.
They're minor illusions, though. That's what I'm saying. It's a cantrip.
I know they're
minor.
fake, but they look real, right?
Yes, very
Alright,
real.
So black hellhounds pour out into the streets of Kislev, chasing these
motherfuckers.
hooligans.
Yep.
Yeah, there are several people around. And
They'll
as they
they'll chase the hooligans for a little while, and then they'll start like just running up the walls, and then they'll take off and dissipate into the night sky.
right.
And I will simply just slip through the shadows from now on, all the way back up to the room.
Alright, make a stealth check.
All right. Fuck.
So, Vlad, you crack open the door of the tavern. You can hear down the street. I mean, the whole road's in a commotion now. But you crack open the door and you step inside and close it. The bartender, the blonde girl, she looks up at you. She's got like a bored look on her face, and she's like hunched over the bar, just staring at a glass. And she looks up at you and says, "Are you in for the night?"
I walk up with my chest and say, "Not so gloomy, my dear. The drink surely are not finished flowing yet." And I'm gonna set down my chest, and I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna take out a handful, and I'm gonna lay it on the counter in front of her, and I'm gonna close my chest again, and I'm gonna like pretty much
She picks it up
secure it.
and twirls it
Yep.
between her fingers. Gold. It's not like I don't have enough of this stuff already. She takes it and flips it, and then she puts it in her back pocket.
It's not to impress you. I'm buying alcohol. That's what I mean.
Yes,
Or
I
drink.
understand. What do you want?
Well, you're still standing there.
Yeah, you haven't told me what you want, dude.
Well, I said the drinks. Let's beer, mead.
Alright, you don't care?
vodka.
You don't care what you want? If I just... Alright, hold on. And she goes and she
Vodka.
reaches up tip top to the top shelf of this strange green bottle, and she pulls it down and she waves it in front of your face and says, "You've got a lot of money. You can afford this. Want to try
What is it? What is it?
It's like this special... I don't know. It's from like a desert made out of cactus. You want to try it?"
Only if you take a shot first.
No, you get the whole glass because you paid so much. And she uncorks it and she pours up like half a glass and she puts it in front of you. Go ahead.
Vlad, be careful.
Yeah, didn't see you in the corner
Yeah,
over there.
nobody noticed that Vice, Renee, and Siam were all over there playing Dalji RPG. And they're all eating, like Renee's over there eating dinner and Siam smoking a pipe.
Vlad's gonna push the glass towards her and say, "Why don't you fetch another and pour me one as well?"
Alright. 1 second.
Actually, oh,
All she does is she takes a glass and she takes half of what she poured and pours it in that.
actually,
Very
is that
well,
stuff
then.
pretty strong?
Yeah, she takes a sip and then she sets it back down and then she turns and if I wanted to make you roll insight, you would notice that she's just pretending to work and not actually doing it.
What?
She's rubbing down like a glass or something, like not paying attention. She doesn't actually want to drink that shit.
Oh.
I'll put my arm back on and walk over and ask, is that stuff pretty strong?
Go ahead, try it. It's interesting. I wouldn't try too much at one time though.
I'm just gonna take a cursory sip from Vlad's glass.
It's like if you knew what battery acid was, you'd compare it to battery acid. It's
How
pretty
much is it?
rough.
How much do you sell a whole bottle for?
Well, that's actually I only have 2 of those, and they're pretty expensive. They're pretty
Ouch.
special, you know.
How expensive is expensive?
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. You can't make it anywhere here.
Where is it made?
Somewhere far, far, far away.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How was it, Vice? And Vlad says that, and he doesn't even wait for Vice to tell him. He just picks it up and takes a little sip himself. He's like, "Oh, that's not pleasant. Do you just like have like beer?"
Even from a little sip, if you're not used to drinking too much, as you drink it, it starts going to your head immediately. It's like someone just clocked you over the head with a piece of wood. You can't
Oh.
imagine what a whole gulp would have done to you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like a sip on a shot type thing. I was just
What?
testing you. See if you would do it.
Well, if you're not willing to sell that, then what's your
I'll
next?
sell you 1 bottle, but I mean it's pretty expensive.
Just name your price, and we'll see what happens.
All right,
Actually,
50,000.
what?
That is
Well,
a little expensive.
That
I
is.
told you, and nobody
Well,
else
you're
can afford it.
What's
You're out
your
of
next
luck.
strongest?
I just had 50,000. Funny story is, I spent not all of it,
Mhm.
and here you go. You get one of these, Vice, and I will give you 3 of these and 2 of these.
What are these?
These are
Healing
one of
potions.
those, yeah, one of those 10d4 plus 20s.
Which ones are? Is that the special one?
That's a supreme.
Yeah,
And
that's the
all of these potions have the effect of 1
How
or
many of
20.
those did you get?
You got 3 supremes,
10
10 superiors, and whatever else.
superiors.
Are the
and
superiors also
5.
special, or just the supreme?
All of them, yeah, every single
No,
one.
no, 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 no. Remember, I went to a different potion seller
Oh,
to get
that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
yeah,
so just
because
the,
I didn't want
Just
that
the
effect.
supremes had that effect.
And how many
Yeah.
graders did you give me?
I gave you no. So those superiors are the 10d4 plus 20, and then I gave you
No,
3.
8d4 plus 8.
No. I'm talking about the ones that give you the plus 2 on that.
That's a supreme.
Yeah. That's a 10d4. That's what I'm telling him right now. It's a 10d4 plus 20.
And what was the other ones you gave me?
I gave you 3 8d4 plus
Those are graders.
Those are superiors.
superiors, and then I gave you 2 graders.
Okay. I'll take those and stash one of my things, and I'll ask her, so what's your next strongest liquor?
Hmm. Well, we have this stuff, and she goes over and pulls down a bottle. This is like a really special vodka that they make up here. You have to make it really strong for the horsemen. Like they really need it strong because if it's not, they kill people.
I got you.
Give me some of that shit.
All right.
How much is a bottle of that stuff?
Fuck it. On the house. She
Sure.
just slide this to you.
Yeah.
I'll take it, stash it away.
Oh, you're not gonna drink it?
Um,
Well, if that's the case, I'll buy a bottle as well.
All right,
It's
that
for,
one's not on the house. That one's gonna cost you.
Well, shit. I have money. How much is it?
That's 15.
15 gold?
Yeah,
Okay, deal.
that's a bottle of vodka now.
Yep. Now I have a bottle of vodka, and I'm going to pick up my chest, and I'm going to slink on up to my room and
yeah, I think I'm gonna head to my
do
room
that
as
rest.
well.
Hit that rest. Hit that rest.
Siam and Renee hang out in the downstairs as you go on up to your rooms. All right, and so night is here. If there's anything you guys would like to do during the nighttime?
No, but I'm gonna keep my
nope.
sword close to my bed.
Nope, because I'm keeping the scepter and the torch. Gotcha. Because those are going to be very useful in the battle to come.
I'm gonna keep my sword.
During the
close to-
night, about 1 a.m. in the morning, you look out the window and you can see underneath the. Since you're on the second floor, underneath you in the streets, briefly, it seems several torches or lights pass underneath you down the street. But besides that, the night is uneventful. Nothing attacks you or anything like that. Dawn comes about 6:30, and it's snowing. It's snowing a little bit harder than yesterday, anyway. You can see it starts building up on the rooftops and the roads, and it seems like more soldiers are starting to. Well, I guess you could say less soldiers are appearing on these side roads here. It seems like that it's becoming more barren. Able-bodied men are not here anymore. They're off doing something else in the city.
Weiss will get up and wander around. I'm gonna check out the streets of Old Town. Keep an eye out for a magic shop or anywhere that might sell
Vlad's going to tag along
magic
to that
oddities.
as well.
While I'm walking, I'll be just kind of fidgeting with the metal arm. The cold makes my nub arm ache.
Hey, how'd you get that thing? And Vlad's going to nod that he has one as well.
Well, those. Huh. You know, now that you mention it, he might be out there tomorrow. Some
Yeah.
Chaos Warrior took my arm.
Well, I don't think I've fought the Chaos Warrior yet.
Well, not, more like a demon, I should say. Used to be a warrior from the looks of it. Took it. This was made by dwarves, apparently. I don't quite know much about the nature of it, but something inside it powers the cannon.
Yeah, I've seen it. That thing's fucking badass. I wish mine did that. Mine does this. And I just like flip out a thing and it does a little screen, but you have no clue what the fuck it says. Yeah, see? Fucking useless. And I just
Yeah.
close it.
It's nice, but makes me feel a little
Actually,
weird.
I can't remember
after
what my arm does.
Makes me feel a little weird after using it, though.
You know what, man? If you can't remember what it does, then I'm not gonna tell you what it does because I
That'll
don't
be
know,
a special surprise
and that
for
means
later.
Vlad doesn't know. So you just literally forgot what your arm does.
Seems
I'm-
in character.
Let's see if I have it fucking written down.
All right.
But yeah, I'm just following along.
But yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for some kind of magic oddity
Let's
store.
check over here too, because this is merchant quarter.
Can do that.
Yeah, head down to the merchant quarter.
Vlad has taken like all morning as well to drop all of the gold from the chest into his pouch of holding.
Alright.
Yep. Every single piece of gold from that chest is now in his pouch of holding.
Alright. Making a rain on that gerbil.
Yeah. That gerbil lives in my hoard.
He's a dragon defending your little horde in your pouch.
We can do that. I remember that time I made a kobold a dragon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what did you
Where,
use for
where
that
is
again?
that? Where is
Those
that
warp
fucking
stones?
thing? Where is that
What?
fucking thing?
No, I made him.
Oh yeah, you made a kobold drink the goo and it turned into
Yeah,
like some
yeah.
deformed dragon.
It turned into a
flying
fucking
monster thing.
Charizard. No, it turned into a
Yeah,
fucking
it
Charizard.
evolved. No, it's more like a Charmeleon to be honest with you. With wings.
Yeah, that motherfucker had wings. That's a Charizard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
he was-
happened to him?
He's
flew
hanging
away.
out somewhere.
He's probably chasing goats somewhere.
He's like a mid-tier level adventurer's bad guy right now.
Yeah, the bad guy of another adventure. Jock's
Until
fighting.
until I call upon him again.
Mons.
Come
Mons
to
is
me.
a good concession.
All the minor characters are gonna show up for the finale. All of them.
Can't wait.
You remember Groth?
Especially
Oh my God.
Barst.
He's dead. Don't you
You
dare.
thought he was dead.
That was a sacred kill.
Yeah. Checking out, see if there's anyone selling magic shit.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do find a magic shop. As you go in, you see, for the first time ever, it's one of the fucking halflings. You don't see them much outside the move, but this one seems to have set up a fucking magic shop in the corner of the merchant's district.
I'll
As
just
soon as
blink
you
at him
come
a couple-
in, no, as soon as you come in, Vice, you're doing whatever you're about to do, but he wheels up a little step ladder with wheels up to you, right up to you, like your chest, and he climbs it eagerly. And as before you even have time to react, he stands in front of you and pulls out a magnifying glass and starts looking into your eyes. He's like, yes, 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 yes.
And what are you doing?
Your chromia is a bit different than most
What?
people's. It's off color. It's one here and one there. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, that's kind of rude. Whatever you
What
are.
is he?
He hops
What?
down and he grabs he grabs your arm by the wrist, Vlad, and he jerks it a little bit.
Is it my metal arm?
Yeah, your metal arm.
I fucking yank that. I yank it up immediately.
You
out
yank
of
it so hard that he goes flying behind you into a box, upside down, like a cardboard box. And he just lays there for a moment.
Yeah,
Oh,
Vlad looks like
some
Vlad
kind
looks
of-
like stunned but angry for a moment, and he goes, "Whoa, shit, fuck, sorry. Don't grab
it's-
my arm."
don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I won't touch it, but just hold it out for a moment.
What are you
Um,
doing?
No,
How
come on.
about-
Don't be shy. Hold it out.
Well, fine then. All right.
Okay, thank you. And he leans over it, and he takes the magnifying glass, and he's just kind of peering through it, like just up and down your arm, ignoring you for the most part.
Yeah. Okay, that's enough. And I like pull it away. I'm like, we're here to shop. I have money.
Anomaly has walked into my shop today. Interesting. He takes that little journal and he starts making a note.
Nama what?
Right. Anyways,
Hmm.
we're going to be fighting chaos tomorrow. I'm going to pull my Buster Sword out, point toward, and to kind of gesture at the holes bored into it and say, "Do you have anything that might enhance this to make it more effective against chaos spawn? Something I might be able to shove into these holes here."
I don't know what you're expecting. I mean,
I don't know how magic works. That's your job.
Hey, I hear you go to like a dwarf for that type.
Is that who does it?
Yeah.
Look, come here to your counter. I'll show you what I mean.
no, your friend here is correct. You would need a dwarf to inscribe runes or add magical
Oh, I'm
artifacts. It's a
not
weapon
talking.
crafting thing. My
I'm,
my items are more like a
We
magic cap
wear
that'll let you
treat.
fly for a second or
Yeah.
something like that.
maybe
Speaking
I'm gonna
of, like, do you have anything like that? That sounds
It's not very long. You can fly for about 30 seconds.
I'm gonna crank open my arm and show him like the orb and say something like this.
That's chaos.
What?
He
a
tilts his head at you and looks at you. What do you mean, what? I don't have anything like that. That's unnatural. That's chaotic.
Oh, never mind.
ooh, that's
I wouldn't show that to many people around here. They might be less tolerant of that.
that's a revelation, friend. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate.
You can clearly tell. I mean, it's swirling with chaotic energy. I can feel the heat from here.
Anyways, let's see what you.
Oh, okay. About that hat. Yeah, I have a hat here. He goes and flips it over. You put it on, it lets you fly for about 30 seconds, although you gotta wait every hour to use it.
Yeah. Anything else like cooler? My limit is 25,000.
Is there anything that
Rubles.
might help us fight against the chaos?
Yes, like-
check that tin over there on the counter. That's a oil of sharpness. That's
Well,
about
that's
5,000
for
gold right there.
you. Well, that's for you, my friend.
Might do. What's it do?
You rub it on your weapons, and it increases your attack bonus and damage rolls by +3.
Right.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
I'll be taking that then. How much again?
5,000. Let's see here. Yes, you with the Chromia incident. You may not want to use this, but I have here a ring of mind shielding.
Who is the Chromia?
I'm talking about your eyes. Something's off. It's unnatural, and you have chaos in your arm.
Vlad is gonna look at Weiss and he's gonna like do like a scratch, like pull down his eye. He's like, "Yeah, you might."
I'm gonna turn my head away from Vlad.
Anyway, this ring,
Can I roll a persuasion on that?
for what?
Could I? Like when I hear that and like I'm looking at Weiss, I'm
You're
like,
looking
yeah.
at Vice's eyes? You would
Yeah,
make,
no, I look directly at Weiss and I say, "Yeah, you might want that."
might want. Oh, the ring of mind shielding?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, but consider what the merchant just said, though.
I know, but
What do you say again?
He said you might not want this.
Oh,
And he explains to
maybe
you that
as in it'll sever
you are
something.
immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, especially creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. You can use another action to cause a ring to become invisible or until you die. If you die
Well-
while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it already houses a soul.
Actually, I might grab that.
Have fun with that. But if your soul goes into that, well, there's no bringing you back, is there?
No, it's true. If you die with this on, there's no hope for you. There
Well,
are
I mean,
certain
what
people that can resurrect the dead in this world, but not through a ring. And most
What
you'll be
happens
used
to-
for fodder for some spell or some such.
What happens to the soul then?
I don't know. Purgatory? Something of such.
I
Or
suppose
maybe
you
it
get to look at
fuels
that
the ring. Maybe it fuels the ring?
Is that what you want to be if you die?
I don't
Fuel?
know. I'm curious and it sounds interesting.
Well,
You-
it's not cheap. It's about 10,000.
Well, I'll take it. It protects my noggin.
It's not a sure thing. There may be side effects and such forth and whatnot.
We'll play with it.
But anyway, nobody will be able to read your thoughts, and in this world, that's a very powerful thing.
And Yeah, I'm beginning to figure that out. I'll take it.
Alright, he hands it over to you.
Yep. Yeah. I don't want to be greedy, but anything else? You mind like typing out what that is and sending it in the roll 20? Just if you can, or something.
Yeah. One second.
The ring at least.
Potion. Oh, fucking. Ring. Man, I just had it too. Ring of 3.
Is it a standard D&D item?
Ring of Mind Shielding, it is.
Is it a standard D&D?
I don't know. I mean, somebody might have made it up. I don't know.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay, awesome.
Pretty neat ring. I mean, it's listed as an uncommon ring, so I mean, it's not that special, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Just don't die with it on. Or do. Let Bernard have you. Alright, so anything else? Let's see.
That's it from me.
Yeah, I don't have too much else to sell you really.
No, that's
See,
pretty
that's
good.
AJ's strength, is that I don't prepare shops or anything like that.
That's pretty fucking badass. Right?
It is pretty good, isn't it?
I'm not gonna put it on. I'm gonna pocket. I'm gonna drop it into my fucking pouch of holding. That's my fucking hoard. I wear my hoard like just right there with the fucking gerbil.
Alright, so the gerbil is immune to magic that allows other creatures to read its thoughts and all that. So
Oh my god.
it's
Where
wearing
is
it around
my
its
fucking-
neck.
It's wearing it around its neck. Alright, I'm curious to know if the gerbil has fucking telepathic communications with it now.
Well, it certainly has powers. That's for sure.
Is this gerbil my familiar?
You're
Eh?
not that it's your choice, but yes.
I mean,
Is
if
this
you feed
my
it cheese, then
familiar?
yes.
Can it be?
If you
Can
feed
I
it
have a
cheese and
familiar?
sunflower seeds, it will be your familiar.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to S rank with it first.
Yes.
You gotta max out its social link.
This little gerbil's gonna be my familiar.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
mean,
mostly gonna. Go ahead.
if you're gonna give me a infinite pouch, then I'm gonna put a gerbil in it, and
Yes.
I'm not gonna accept no for an answer. So, anyway,
Weiss is gonna wander around Old Town for a while, just seeing what he sees, keep getting a lay of what's going on right now.
okay.
Satisfied with his haul for the evening, Vlad is going to. I don't know. He's just gonna play. He's just gonna walk the alleyways, and any shadows that he sees, he's just gonna travel his network throughout the town, and he's just gonna be curious and people watch. Meaning, I want to stealth and keep my distance and try
Alright,
and
so Vlad, make a stealth roll.
8. Fail me not, please. 25.
Alright, Vlad. So as you're exploring around the town, you avoid detection, use the shadows, and just hop around, no issues. So, Vice, as you're heading up into Old Town, you make it. You're exploring around, you're looking, seeing what there is to see. In one particular road near the ghetto, you see a bunch of soldiers nearby, and one burly looking knight he comes up to you and he says, "Boy, do you know anything about the incident here last night?
What incident?
Some kind of demonic hellhound apparently chasing around hooligans."
Can't say I do. Do I look like a man who can conjure up hellhounds?
Not you, but we know about you and your friends staying around here from Master Pollux. You should watch yourselves. We're keeping an eye on you. No more
You
funny
do.
business around here. We're going to have to step in.
Right. We do that.
He nods at you, and the group of soldiers move along. The whole street is kind of tense. Women and children are not out playing today.
Question though: are thuggish-looking brutes hanging out in the streets now?
Not that Vice sees.
Okay.
Would you? It's the fucking Hounds of Baskerville all over again.
They do as they will.
Aside from that, as you venture around the town, I mean, the whole vibe of the city is that they're preparing for war. All this, it's a common sight in all the cities you gotta visit nowadays is, manufacturers or
While
making-
I am hopping in and out the shadows and the alleyways and everything like that, I'm also kind of curiously keeping like tabs around the walls and everything like that, and mainly just like looking for weak points. I don't know, areas to exploit, stuff like that. Just
No,
for
Prague.
the rest of the day.
Fuck, this is Kislev, son. This is heavily fortified, fucking knights and horses, and this shit's not baby shit. These walls are not gonna go down easily. They would hold the
Yeah,
walls, and then they have a secondary wall in Old Town.
Okay.
I mean, if you're looking for weaknesses, there's.
I was
not a
about to
lot.
ask for something else, but Vlad hasn't really encountered chaos too much, so he wouldn't know to look for that type of shit. I'm not going to start.
Aside from that, they're not really going to be fighting in the city. They're going to be
Yeah.
moving it out into the fields to the north.
Yeah, they're going to sally out. So. Yeah. No.
After a few
Other
hours.
than that, yeah, no. Vlad's just fucking hopping, bip bopping around. If he sees some mischief about, he's gonna, I don't know, stir up some trouble. Maybe, I don't know, to shift people's attention from worrying about attacks, start worrying about things inside the city. As in, like, kind of make it so that, not that it's like more terrible in the city, but I don't know, there's just mischief about right now. I don't know, maybe some pranks, gags, shit like that for the
Okay.
rest of the evening, and then by like, I don't know, 9 p.m. Vlad's gonna still the same way stealthily make his way back to the fucking inn. And
Yeah. After a few hours, Vice will be in the inn as well.
As you show up, you find sitting with Renee and Siam is Pollux. He's dressed in traveler's clothes. He looks, presentable. He stands out like a sore thumb with his hair, but he smiles as you look up. He's got this innocent look in his eyes. He says, "Oh, you're back. Well, that's good then. I thought we could all have a group
you're
meeting."
still here. Oh, good.
What sort of meeting? What do you want?
Well, I thought I should brief you on, what's up, what's to come.
Listen, I'm gonna go sit down. Why are we fighting this battle?
Well, a couple of reasons. One, you're underestimating the size of a chaos horde. If you think you're just gonna walk around it, you're in for a bit of a fight. Regardless. And second, well, Katarina. Fuck, her name's not Katarina, but it's so. Fuck, nobody. Who is Katarine? Nobody fucking. Katarine.
It's whatever you make it, man.
It is. Katarine
Right,
is my queen, and well, I have to protect her no matter what. I've served her for over 10 years after all.
You
It would
sent us
be.
here because there's no questions asked in this place, so let's cut the bullshit. Why are we fighting this?
Well,
Good does it have towards what we're aiming for? This world's fucked either way. We just go right for the artifacts. Get out.
Castor was right. You are a bore. Very well. If you must know, I think it would be a good growing experience for you. You should try
Growing
it.
ex-
Yes, growing experience. I don't think you have enough of real world experience to deal with what you're about to experience in the north.
Real world experience.
Yes, you are like a summer child compared to what you're gonna face in the north. It's
I
gonna
had
be
my damn arm ripped off by a chaos demon. I know.
yes,
the
you did,
rules
and that was one Chaos Knight. Do you have any idea how many there are? Bigger and more scary knights exist in the north.
Just
You are
gonna
not
look over.
prepared for them.
So, like, you know this caster guy that promised me money but made me go get my own money. And he sent you because he wants us to fight the army, and that will, that's easier than just going around the army to get the artifact.
He smiles at you, Vlad, and his voice kind of mellows back out again. He says, "Well, here's a simplified version of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be cutting our way through the army, heading up north, doing our best to avoid the barbarian camps, making our way to the Kraken Sea, sailing across it without incident, hopefully, and dropping you off where you need to be. Sounds simple enough?"
And
Then what will you do?
yeah, you're
I'm
gonna be
here.
cutting demons with us.
No, I'm a
Yeah, I thought no.
I'm a pacifist.
Dressed the way you are, I can tell.
Yes, I abhor fighting and violence, but I do have considerable healing ability.
Oh well, at least you can do something.
Have you panned that role out to your queen as well, this pacifism?
Say that again?
Said, have you instilled this upon your queen as well, this pacifism? Is that
Hmm.
why she's rolling over for Hjalmar?
Oh, she hasn't rolled over for anyone in years.
Yeah.
No, trust me, she's well in control of the situation with that brute. As is anyone with half a brain.
So, our fight tomorrow is less of a fight and more of cutting a path.
You can think of it as such if it makes you feel better.
Sure.
Trust me, you're doing good for everyone. I wouldn't manipulate like this. Not like Castor would.
It's yet to be seen. Like I said, I'm not a hero. Told your queen, told Castor, and I'll tell you. I don't really care what happens to the people here. I just want to get what's done, done.
And that's why they hired you. A real professional.
Seems that way.
Well, I'm really excited to work with you. I really think it's going to be fun.
For some of us, I'm sure. We'll see how fun the Kraken Sea is if they've really got Krakens.
So then. Tomorrow, Miss Katarine would like you to join her in the council room for one last visit. You should try to talk things out with the Almar. I think that's a bit of a sour patch. You know what I mean? Anyway, you'll be going over the last things and then sallying out, I suppose, and I'll be going with you, although I'm going to be in the back lines, healing, you understand?
Right. So what exactly is our objective? Just get in, fight until we're on the other side of that army.
Something like that. We're going to have to repel the first wave or two, at least. I suppose after that, the head of the army will show up. They'll make a spear point, we'll find somewhere besides that spear point and cut our way through. It shouldn't be too bad as long as we go around and act smart about it.
Very well.
He smiles and tilts his head at you. I am a guide, you should trust me.
Sure, if I can trust mages these days, we'll
Mage?
see what happens.
Oh, the healing. Right. Sorry, yes, you're right, I'm a mage.
Healing and the whole caster thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
What would you call yourself if not a mage?
No, mage is correct. I. That's what you would say, yes, wizard?
No. I call myself a fucking sorcerer.
Sorcerer. That's a good one. Yes, I'm a sorcerer as well. I'm a healing sorcerer.
Yeah. You're more like a wizard. It looks learned for you. I was
Okay,
born with
I'm a
this vibe.
I'm a sorcerer wizard healer.
Oh. No, you do your job. If anything, if you don't make up with that Yalmar, he's gonna cut the path on his own.
It's Renee over there is like, you seem to like Yalmar quite a lot.
Actually, I don't really care. I want to get from point A to point B. I don't even want to fight in this fight. It's your stupid rules. I'd leave tonight if I could.
Hmm. Well then, let's rest up and prepare for a big day tomorrow, then, shall we?
By the way, I'd go ahead and that queen get rid of your whatever that general's name was. A lot of bark but no bite. You show up like he promised.
Oh, please. I made you stay here exactly for that purpose. If you had stayed in any other tavern, you'd been probably barged in on and jumped by now. I'm a guide. You should trust me.
Oh, this tavern super secret.
It is a
Well,
bit of a well-kept
I'm taking
secret.
my bottle and I'm going to bed because we have to wake up and do stupid stuff.
That's right.
Well then, good night, everybody.
Good.
Alex will stand up and head out. Siam, across the table from you, Vice, deadpan stares at you.
What?
You know what?
I don't. Spit it out. What?
Bullshit. Everything about this smells bad.
So. Well,
You're gonna
don't
tell
know.
us who Pollux is? You seem to know.
I don't particularly. Nard met him. Friend of Castor's, I suppose.
So he's pretending to be a guide or whatever?
Seems that way. I think Castor and his buddies are laying things in place just the way they want.
Hmm.
It's no coincidence he's here.
Creepy.
You're telling me. Anyways, things go south tomorrow. You and Renee just get with Vlad. Find a way around him.
Okay. So, as night comes along in Prague, the second night, nothing much happens. Anything you guys want to do in the middle of the night?
No, just rest up. Make sure that I've got everything in order for the morning.
Yeah, same for Vlad.
Alright.
Yeah.
A knock on the door wakes you up, Vlad. You can hear, it's not even daylight yet, but you can hear on the other side. Vlad, it's Pollux. The Queen called the meeting a bit early, so I thought I should come get you.
Well, shit.
Yes.
Just when I was in the middle of a fucking. Well, alright. Let's go.
Okay. He goes over and wakes up, or knocks on Vice's door as well. Vice,
What?
it's the meeting. It's a bit urgent. We should head there now.
I'm just gonna open the door and say, I'm assuming we're to be the front line then, waking up earlier than everyone else. Great.
The whole city is awake. Nothing that special, Weiss.
We'll see about that.
So, Siam and Renee meet you downstairs, and together you all head towards the palace. It seems that Pollux was right, though. The entire city is pretty much awake as armies are forming at the northern gates, streaming through the streets. People are gathered on the side of the roads, handing flowers and whatnot to the soldiers heading out to the gates, about to fight demons. As you led up the mountain path to the palace, you head inside, and you can see that you can see that Yalmar, Katarine, and the various generals and all those other people.
Actually, Yalmar's not there.
Okay.
Yeah, no. If you, I sent you a message.
Yeah. What is he doing? Digging them by hand?
No, he's out there with his men. They're fucking preparing the battlefield and shit.
He's out there doing final flashes, digging trenches and shit.
Yeah, man.
Where's Yalmar? She just points out the window. Final flash.
Yeah, I know, right? Yep.
Whatever.
I got two for long rest.
Okay, Yalmar's not there then.
Yeah, no, he's out there preparing the battlefield. I imagine he doesn't have a fuck ton of troops, but what troops he does have and whatever she sent with him are preparing emplacements for, you know, them to catch up to help defend. Essentially.
Okay.
I'll walk in and gonna ask the queen. You know, I've been thinking for the past few days, and I've thought of another concern about this.
What is that?
If the king of mankind is here, how come mage isn't? Where's Gelt? He could surely turn that whole field of demons into gold within a...
I take a few issues with a couple of things you're saying. He is not the king of mankind. He wears a hammer and is very strong and has a shirt made of glittery glomril.
I just shrug and say, that's just what he fancies himself, I agree.
Kislev is Kislev, and it will stand when the Empire falls or it will freeze over. We will not fall to demons. And as for your second point, I don't know where Gelt is. He wasn't here, he has not been in any meetings, I am not to assume that he isn't even in the country. I assume they have many things to do in the Empire, with the Electric Council and all that.
Just curious.
Something about this army is different. This Chaos Horde is being led by something powerful, I imagine. My magic will be enough to stop, well, the destruction of Prague. I'll be out there as well. Just be on your toes, and here's good advice for you. If you see something that you shouldn't be able to kill, maybe you should run away. Fair warning.
So, what do you expect to see?
She shrugs her shoulders at you. Chaos. What else?
Pressing issue.
Yes, about that.
Hey,
We're
I'll
going-
be right back. I gotta piss.
Right.
Go for it. Yeah, we're going to be moving a bit out of schedule.
Do you mean out of schedule? What?
She basically explains to you that the armies are going to be heading out north, and they're going to be meeting the hordes in a huge field between two canyons. Or not canyons, but mountains, valleys, or you're in a valley, I should say.
Why are you field?
What?
Why are you meeting the field? Got strong walls here.
We also have many civilians, and chaos is trickery. they could surround the city and get in somewhere, and then we'd have demons in our city, and that would be no good. We have to stop them before they get here.
Right? What do you want us to do?
Well, your business is to get through the army, is it not? Just do what Pollux tells you to do, and everything will work out. So long as you take as many with you as you can.
Alright, I've returned.
Did you ever find out who stole my items?
Kept an ear out, paved the streets, but no, hear anything about it. But
Strange about that.
not
You know,
too well versed in
Pollux told me about the incident outside of the tavern you were staying at.
which incident.
Something about dogs? Shadowy dogs?
I was stopped about that. I didn't pay it too much mind.
Perhaps a coincidence, but that wouldn't happen to be one of your powers, would it?
Mine?
You or your friend?
I don't know about my friend.
Where
I
is
swing the board around.
Vlad should be in the
No.
room.
Yeah, no, Vlad's standing there. That's the thing. None of these people have seen Vlad do this. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like
but
that's the whole point. But
know.
Vlad, because the spells I took, I can control flame, and the tattoos that he has. No, my abilities are fire, as you see, and I'll just engulf my whole arm in flame, and then I'll play with it and make like a dragon that's like the same shape as my tattoo and everything like that. But it's like a sickly, it's like a black fire,
See. No matter then. So, we will be leaving within the hour. I would have you join Pollux and meet us there. We're setting up a base camp at the mouth of the valley.
Alright. Time wasted.
She goes back to dealing with her generals. Siam and Renee, they come up to you. They come up to you too and look between you and say, "Well, Renee, bleh, man, I'm losing my fucking mind right now." Renee comes up to you and says, "So we're really jumping into another battle like this, huh?"
Yeah,
Seems that
like
way.
she actually laughs as you laugh. You just got here. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I didn't want to go on a fucking monster hunt. I was under the impression I would get paid
You got
50,000
paid.
gold to take you from this city to the artifact and back.
You'll
That
learn
was it.
something. Your trip
Not
with us.
fighting demon armies.
When
That's
you-
fucking stupid.
Well, you'll learn something while you're traveling with us. When you deal with people like Castor and Golden, it's never as simple as they let on.
Yeah, well, fucking shit.
You know, I have to ask, what would you be doing then if you have these magical abilities, shooting fire and all that? What would you rather be doing?
Honestly, I want to own a fucking just a hotel. I just want to own a
leaves.
hotel.
Siam turns around and leaves. Renee
Yeah, I mean-
stands there with her arms crossed and says, "A hotel."
Before I met Siam, I thought that was the only one, The last thing I remember was just like falling, and then I wake up in this wintry fucking hell, and this place fucking sucks. The best thing I could do for myself would be to, I don't know, find something interesting, and a hotel would be interesting. I
Don't
think.
you want to go back?
Yeah, now I know I can.
What even is back for you? Do you remember?
I have no fucking clue, but I know it's not here. I mean, look at me and this place, and
Bernard and Weiss have both said New York, so I assume that's a place.
yeah, the closest thing I can, the only thing I remember is just
Hmm?
Moscow.
Moscow. That's not a place in this world.
That's it.
Hmm.
Well, if you want to go back, you're gonna have to do more than guide, I'm afraid.
No.
You're like the guide assistant now.
Yeah, fucking terrific. Another
Well,
demotion.
you can stay in this wintry wonderland and open up your hotel here.
Yeah,
Wouldn't stay open too long, though, from the way things are looking.
this area is bad for business. It seems we have a demon infestation.
The way I hear things, everywhere will be bad for business before too long.
Yeah,
Renee looks kind of grim when you say that. Ever since Bretonia, everybody's been a bit pessimistic about the future of the world. It's not undeserved, but it's a bit grim.
To hear Castor talk about it, it was doomed from the start.
So says Bernard as well. Yalmar seems to think it's worth fighting for. I'm not sure anymore.
I've lived among the people. It ain't worth shit.
look, I may not remember where I come from, but I can fucking tell you this. This place is fucked.
You say that a little bit louder than you mean to, and Katarine in the general.
No.
glance
It's
over.
not louder than I mean to. I say it as loud as I mean to.
Yeah, everybody in the room looks at you. Like, this place is fucked.
Right.
Renee turns pink and turns around and leaves.
Maybe we should have this conversation on the road.
You know how there's like sometimes shadows under fucking coffee tables and shit like that
Sure.
in rooms, like
Yeah.
because lighting.
You're not gonna be able to jump under a table.
No, but I can melt into shadows. That's the thing. Like I
No, come on, man. It has to be like a person-sized shadow.
can.
You can't fit in the shadow of a fucking tiny
I
little
can't just.
wooden
I can't just
beam.
step into a shadow and imagine it's a portal to another shadow. I just like
You
like
can
just
do
fall in,
that
like it's
if it's a
like it's a
person-sized shadow.
of water.
You can't like
Well, I
the
find the
shadow has to be
closest
big enough.
person.
There has to be limits here.
I find the closest person-sized shadow that I can fit into and try and hop my way upstairs.
No, here's what he does. I don't mean a meta game or like power game you, but here's the best way you could do it. You go and you grab the huge door of the council room, and you're like, "Look, a trick!" And then you just grab it and you fucking like close it and you like press yourself against the wall, and then the door just swings back and he's gone. He's like a sandwich. Where'd he go? Magic.
Yes, and now,
I just looked for Nancy. Let's go.
yeah, I am fucking making my way downtown, walking
Yeah.
fast.
You
Faces
all
fast,
you
and
all
I'm
make
dead
a
now.
needlessly dramatic like exit and go back to town.
Yeah. So, where are we all meeting up at?
I don't know. You all left separately, so you all fucking.
I'm just gonna look for Pollux.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. If you're gonna look for Pollux, then you'd probably find him around the palace somewhere. He'll probably meet you out by the main entrance. He's not hard to spot at all.
Alright. We ready to go then and get this started?
I step out of a shadow. Yeah, let's fucking get it over with.
Right then. Remember, we're going to let the army do most of the fighting. We're going to pick small battles. We'll cut our way through and then, well, we'll go from there. You did remember to buy warm weather gear. It's kind of important. There's only one place to stock up once we get past here, and then it's off into the waste we go.
Well,
You don't
I
really
didn't-
need it, Vlad, I know.
I didn't. Yeah. Sorry.
Got my cloak.
Hmm.
Few warm things, I suppose.
Um,
You'll be fine, I'm sure. No big deal. It's just a little bit of wintry wonderland up there.
Yeah, there's fucking towns in between the way. We can stop off and buy supplies. And if they haven't been, fucking raped and pillaged by a demon army we're going through.
To be clear, again, there's one place to stock up, and it's not going to be a town or a city or anything like that.
What are you
Ooh.
insinuating?
Nothing.
Me,
There's
just
a
died. I need the maps.
safe spot. It's a bit hard to explain. I'll just have to show it to you when we get there.
Are you talking about the Longhouse?
He smiles at you, Weiss. He says, "The Longhouse?
Alright, I get it.
Well, anyway. We're going to be heading up to the valley. We have to head through the north gate. We'll follow behind the armies and find some spot at the camp and wait for the armies to run into each other. Then we'll find a hole and make our way through it."
Very well.
Great! Awesome. Let's go then. And so he leads you up through B Gate, the army of Kislev, the forces of Prague led by Katerina Tsarina. You follow alongside it, and as you march through, at first the green forestry, and then as you rise up in elevation, the cold mountains, cliffs, and jagged edges of Kislev. Even the wildlife seems to scatter and leave this place devoid of life. Eventually you climb up so high that you're standing in a valley that sits between two peaks. Before you stretches a large field, plain, and it's mostly empty. There's a couple of ravines and a couple of jagged cliffs that go down into caves below, but for the most part it's a huge open field. And on the far side you can see what seems to be some kind of black smoke rising up from beyond the hill. Seems to be, I don't know, 10, 20 miles out. The Kislev army begins setting up stakes. As you arrive, I guess we should say, Yalmar and his men have been busy making stakes and setting up the base camp and defenses. Yalmar likes working with wood, I suppose, and this
He is a carpenter.
he is a
Like,
carpenter,
that's
like
my
Jesus.
background. Yeah.
So
Oh my god. Almost Jesus. Oh yeah. I am a carpenter and I am proficient with
you are
calligraphy.
Warhammer Jesus.
Oh my god. And I have my new badass Warhammer for hammering extra good with.
Mm-hmm.
Defenses, can we say that defenses built by Galmaraz are blessed?
Yeah, Galmaraz, it lowers the avarice of Jews hit by it by 2.
Oh my god. Come on, it's Galmaraz against the forces of chaos. Can we say that it blesses the defenses? The grace of Sigmar is being carried into
I
battle.
already gave you a
against chaos.
bonus against fucking demons with Galmaraz. Fuck off.
Yeah, but I want my defenses to give an aura to the troops or something.
You have an ability to raise your AC by fucking 5, you asshole.
Not for me. Not for me. I'm talking about for the jobbers below, my soldiers. The good boys who followed me here.
I don't care about the soldiers, just don't kill my friends.
I stopped off at Middenheim and got some wolves of Ulrich, by the way, as well, just so you know.
Oh, you?
No, I sent you about that forever ago. We just forgot.
Whatever.
Remember, I sent you the whole list. I know you didn't say he's here, but Thark should be here too. But he's here in spirit.
Kislev's chances of surviving has increased by at least 2 wolves.
No,
At
the
most
Ulrich
4.
Wolf Knights. I don't know.
Between 2 and 4 wolves.
Yeah, and I'll call my fucking wolf pack from the woods.
Yeah, what about the Stormmen? Do you want the Stormmen here as well?
Nah, fuck them. They're probably getting raped by rats.
Accurate. Anyway.
Well, that's
They're
not
weak.
true. I know how to do more stuff to him now.
They are weak.
It hasn't been decided what's happened to the Stormmen yet.
It'll be good when it does.
They were.
That was a wacky misadventure.
Be
Anyway.
horror.
Yes, anyway. The base camp is well defended and fortified. The camp is quickly set up, and you can see hundreds of tents, and the barracks and all that are made fairly quickly. Chaos encroaches upon you. You can hear their horns and their drums, the feral cries of monsters and demons, and a foul smell rising up from beyond the mountain. It's nauseating. All the men are pale and silent. The morale is low, and, well, you're about to fight a demon army. What can you really say?
Yalmar is standing up on the hill and he's watching these fucking men gather below, and he sees the demon army encroaching, and he's gonna show them. He's gonna show everybody right now. He's gonna fucking start to fucking try and yell at these guys. Get ready. Now we go into fucking war. We go to kill demons. They wish to take your fucking world from you. Will you let them? And then Yalmar's gonna fucking start a rage. And how far away would you say the demon army is?
10 or 20 miles.
Shit, that's outside of 600 feet.
Yes, it is.
Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Yalmar's gonna fucking start rousing the troops. Like, he's
Let's
gonna
make. Alright. Do your best of either performance or intimidation.
They're all -3s. Don't
We're
matter.
just gonna look to Vlad with the bored look. Just give him that glance, like this is what I'm talking about.
This is what I deal with on a daily.
Fuck me.
Nailed it!
Yes.
Hey, you know what happened to Yalmar?
What?
Everyone fucking ignores you.
Awesome.
Literally no one pays attention to you.
Very well.
Oh my god. I really wanna stress that. Like, Yalmar, as the Emperor of Mankind, you have your men, of course, with you, and Weiss and Vlad are watching, but the people of Kislev, they kind of look over as you rage because it shakes the earth. But they don't pay you much mind. Instead, they follow the order and direction of their queen. The fortifications are enhanced, and Katarine, she's like freezing over different parts of the fortifications just to create a ice wall and whatnot. And all this is happening, and you're trying to give this motivational speech, and it's just nothing happens.
Fucking terrific.
Right?
Is Pollock still with us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him. Looking at all this, I'm gonna ask him. Were you the one who talked the Queen into roping us into this?
I haven't talked my queen into anything. She is a very powerful and intelligent woman, and manages
Let
her
me
own affairs.
rephrase that then. Did you suggest it to her?
I thought it would be a good idea. We do hold councils regularly.
I didn't think she would have had this original idea. A handful of men would be much different for her.
A handful of men. This is a full host, my friend.
Talking about me and the rest.
Oh,
What I'm
Vice, you are not a normal person. We both know that. You know that. You make about 100 men on the field. Vlad, I would say, is roughly a little bit more than that. And Yalmar, well, we're going to be seeing great things from him, aren't we? If only a certain someone was here, then this demon host would be nothing more than children before us. It's going to be a sight. It's going to be excellent to see. I'm excited.
Is that what you wanted? You wanted me here to try and tempt Bernard out?
No. Bernard will come on his own, and that conversation will
No.
be interesting. But no, I didn't lie to you, Weiss. I want you to be stronger. I really want you to see what you're going to encounter in the north. It's nothing like what you've been dealing with before. And I think at the end of this experience, you're gonna be a stronger man.
We'll see.
Wait, I think I fucking understand it now.
I wish you'd explain it to me.
We're in a game. Holy shit.
Oh, what?
Can't you tell they don't care about us? They want us to die out here today. It's just a game to them.
You're just now
Wow.
figuring that out.
Yes, it's fucking.
Pollux crosses his arms. Well, it is kind of a game.
Well, you've got fucking He-Man on the hill up there yelling and shaking the ground. Nobody cares about. You've got fucking. Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, I do fire, but she does ice. That's pretty badass. But I mean, look at these people. They don't want to be here. They feel it too. They're in the game. It's just a game.
Pollux grins. He says, He-Man, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I remember it. It's just
No, you don't
I
know
don't
what
know.
He-Man is, do you?
it's like a I don't know, like a childhood memory. Yeah,
It's
but
not.
regardless,
Kislev saying,
Well, anyway. No, I haven't lied to you. This is the best course of action if we're going to get across to the northern wastes.
yeah.
well,
Well, let's just all
those
promise to
demons.
stay behind him then. And he's gonna point up to Yalmar on He-Man on the hill.
You go guide him then. Stay behind me and we'll cut a path through.
I'm gonna stay behind you. You're my ticket through here. I don't fight. But remember, I'm a pacifist.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
great. Well, good luck. Don't die.
Just make demon army needs to hurry up so we can get through this. I'm just gonna lean against the something and wait past the time.
Vlad is gonna go ahead and finally slip on that ring of
Alright.
mind protection shit.
Vlad,
What happened?
you feel kind of weird when you put it on. It's not anything like major or noticeable, but you get like a what would you say, like a brief feeling of blood rushing to your head, and then it kind of just dissipates and goes away.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
it's really not even that major. It's just like a brief period of dizziness.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. That's cool, I guess. Well, nobody's gonna be talking to me or reading my mind today.
All that is left is to wait for the demon army to come. And I guess we are going to end it there for the night, because the next session is going to be a slammer.
When do you want to do that?
Whenever you guys want, really.
I'm ready right now. Let's fucking go.
I gotta
It's time to
sleep.
go.
I'm tired as fuck.
All right.
Alright, let's stop recording.